We're
Onomatopoeia!
Oh,
Get fucked!
of course.
Yep. Mhm.
We are not all gonna die, Phil.
Well, it's a big city.
Not all of you.
Just me.
No.
Oh boy, here comes the Leonin monk.
Please.
It was a ruse all along. I did
This
the
is all
trope that Phil
planned.
hates.
I am praying. Give me strength.
Okay, Beldain will give you strength.
No, anyone.
Beldain won't give him strength.
Shane, give me the stone. The stone gives me strength. Literally.
No.
All right. Welcome back to the Stained Glass Lands. On the party's previous adventure, on the route to the Spire city known as Estelheim, the group encountered a band of 4 travelers on the city to on the journey to the city to Laguz. A UNT and 3 future paladins. You all fought against notorious bandits who were terrorizing the Tiny Basin. Donnie and Hyde, or a necromancer and a gunslinger who you defeated to realize that the gunslinger was a simulacrum, and the wizard, the apprentice of who you presume to be the source of the Tiny Curse, disappeared through a dimension door.
Grr.
I apologize if I sound a little congested. I am a little bit congested today, but that'll be fine. The party made it to the city of Laguz, in which there seemed to be an argument that broke out in the caravan before you, that resulted in the 4 splitting off on their own, and each finding a place in their own 4 quadrants. This city, its center, the temple of Marin, one of the 6 risen deities, where he knights paladins and grants them their oaths, is split into 4 quadrants. They are roughly affiliated with a certain alignment. It is the Bloody Corner, a slum-like, sort of stricken, destitute, chaotic, evil-aligned corner in which they're primarily gnolls. The Tyrant's Corner, a rigid, structured, warlike, primarily Minotaur-inhabited corner, with lanterns that shine red rather than yellow. The Meadow Corner is free. There are no roads, there are just buildings that crop up of their own wherever they want to. And flowers, sort of a preserved icon of nature amidst the ruin of Tlani. And the Sunbringer's Corner, a very traditional, rather clean-looking, polished, white-roofed town that is primarily inhabited by Aarakocra.
Ew.
All of whom worship Marin to some capacity, and grant this city's primary business is in the form of taverns, entertainment, and spiritual currency, in which they both guide new paladins towards their oaths, grant them shelter, give them training, and ensure that they're up to the task of actually making good on their vows. You decided to cut through the central road between the Bloody Corner and the Tyrant's Corner, and headed toward the Meadows Corner, where you met a friendly Leonin who gave some indication as to where the individuals you met were in this place. It's around evening currently, so what would you like to do? Chain wandered away, spoke with an individual known as the Whistler, a Kenku in the service of Beldain, but was given a task as the night fell to kill Agarax, who the Whistler saw crawl into a place known as the Church of Absolution. What would you like to do? And just as I remembered this, you realize that the name of the storyteller, a Yuan-Ti, the blade singer you met, who was willing to share a few stories, he revealed one of his names to be Eselama, which you now No, out of character, to be my mistake. Also a name shared by Xazala Selama, the preceptor of Moribund of Lysander Draconis, and the individual presumed to have cast this curse over Tlani. So my question to you is, would you prefer to redact and have a conversation with Selama as you met him, or would you like to say he would not have revealed his name and you just made the connections now and can go to meet him and speak with him at the present moment?
We
I
move
just want to-
forward.
I say present moment.
Present moment, alright.
Agreed. I'm actually.
Okay.
I don't even recall him saying his name to us specifically in character.
He said it to Fenton. Fenton's the only one in the individual roleplay they had.
Classic.
So if you want Fenton to suddenly, hit his head and realize, oh shit, Esselama is a very well-known name, then could resolve it that way, but just wanted to leave it up to you guys to decide. But in either case, Chain, you have wandered away somewhere in the Bloody Quarter, but I believe Svashko spoke to the Leonin and wished to speak with Mauve, who was seen entering the Poppy Wine Tavern. We'll start with the other four, which is Lorenz, Leora, Reed, and Fenton. What would you like to do at this moment? You're currently in a rather nice-smelling flower bed. Sort of pleasant greens, a nice wind rustling through the atmosphere. The sun slowly creeps down. It's a sunny day outside. Quite warm. It's still the end of summer. Some chill breeze as the fall arises, but what is your plan for the night?
I don't know about everyone else, but Lorenzo's kind of enjoying the sun on his face.
It's a rare sight in Tlani.
I have things I must do. I require an assistant.
You require an assistant for what?
For the things I must do.
What are the things?
I must cook.
Ah.
He narrows his eyes at Lorenz.
Lorenz turns his head away.
I said I require an assistant.
Yes, I heard you the first time.
Then get up. We have
Why?
things to collect.
What does that have to be me?
I think you're owed a turn, Lorenz.
Please don't leave me with him.
Was the psychic whispers? Who did you connect with, Chain?
Fenton, Leora, and Lorenz. But the question is if it's still up, because I only rolled a 1 on the psionic dice, which means that it's only up for an hour.
How much time do we got, Phil?
I'd say between the time that Chain separated from the party and your conversation with Leonin, it would probably be about half an hour. It's not a very large town to walk across. It's relatively small in comparison. Maybe 1,000 people total. 1,500.
Lorenz, you can just give us a shout through Chain if you need any more assistance.
Alright. Lorenz sort of picks himself up, who's doesn't want to do this. He's willing his body to move.
This place grows old things, memories. Find fruit, vegetables, meat. we will scavenge.
All right.
So I would like for the two of us to go and collect ingredients, whatever is growing on the ground, in the
Yeah.
trees, any loose pets.
Loose pets.
No,
It's
Reed.
the way that the. Okay, so Lorenz and Reed are splitting up to do that. All right. Fenton and Leora, what are you up to?
Is there anything in particular you wish to see, Leora? I figure we can just join Foshkra and the poppy wine, if not.
I'm interested in the cathedral, but that can probably wait. We can meet up with Foshkra.
Interested in just an outsider's perspective, or do you wish to speak with Merun?
Mostly just an outsider's perspective. I find it beautiful, and I don't know, there's a little part of me that thinks maybe if I were to try praying in there, maybe it would be a little bit louder, you know? That kind of sentiment. It's probably nothing, but
I won't deny it outright, but do remember that the Risen Pantheon is... Well, I suppose we don't really know where Muse sits in all of this, but the gods are not all friendly.
true.
In any case, I would like to see the cathedral as well, but as you mentioned, maybe the morning would be a more appropriate time for it.
Yeah. Let's go see what Foshka's up to.
Indeed, let's.
All right, we'll start with you, Foshka. You're peeled off a bit beforehand, but the Poppy Wine Tavern is kind of like a hobbit house in these rolling hills. It's very much built into the ground, but it has some crooked chimneys poking up, belching smoke into the sky. The center of it is sort of excavated out so that the interior of the tavern melds seamlessly with the exterior. You can see tables set up everywhere, foliage acting as umbrellas to shade the Leonin who sit there. All of them seem to be gambling, laughing, joking. In one corner of it, under some shade, there's a dart board, a massive, oversized dart board with full-length spears being thrown rather than darts. You can see all sorts of different drinking games occurred. There's a sense of revelry, a sense of enjoyment and quite content happiness here. Manning, from the interior side, an L-shaped bar end sort of holds behind it a black-furred Leonin, aged. You can see sort of gray at the edges of some of her fur, but that doesn't stop her from sitting on the edge of it, sort of kicking her feet and laughing with some individuals that pass by. She seems to be the owner of this place, by the way. She's treated, looked at, and occasionally serving drinks. But at the edge of this counter, in sort of arms and hands covering her face, she's kind of seated, tail flicking left and right on occasion, is Mauve. You can see the great sword is at her side, leaning against the counter. The cart, she was the one entrusted with it, is parked neatly outside of this tavern, and sort of before her are not one, not two, but 3 empty bottles of something.
All right. Well, Foshker steps in, and he kind of stands there in the doorway as he looks around and takes stock of the place. Seeing Mauve at the bar, he walks forward, slings off his pack, puts it on the next to the seat there next to her, and sits down heavily to make sure that she's aware that somebody has just sat down next to her.
She doesn't make any sounds, but just grumbles like a Fine.
You asked me to share a drink with you, and I was unable to.
I guess I fucking did. Do you want one?
Would you like? That is why I am here.
Really? Do you believe that?
No.
Well,
You asked for a drink.
so you're gonna buy me one or not?
If that is polite here, then yes.
She motions a hand towards the proprietor of this tavern, and there's a short exchange in some tabaxi, Leonin tongue, and 2 glasses of this deep, deep black, sort of cherry and something else smelling wine gets placed in front of you.
Okay. Fosher's gonna take it and kind of like sniff at it a little bit.
It smells like poppy seeds.
A poppy seed tavern.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fosher's just gonna put like a gold coin down to pay for the drinks, which I also imagine would also
Slap
pay for
that.
her existing 2 drinks.
Yes.
He's gonna take a testing sip of it.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Have any of you had I don't know what it is in English, but like poppy seed cakes?
Yes.
Or like yes, that's almost what it tastes like, but sort of with a wine aspect to it. There's some ethanol in it. It tastes very similar to just straight poppy seeds if they were distilled into a liquid form.
It's 15.
That's enough. You feel a slight numbing, kind of tingling sensation come over your body, as if any pain you were in is slowly starting to wane.
Yeah. Well, I haven't fully recovered from being shot this morning.
Yeah? It's good, is it? They know what they're doing here.
It numbs any wound.
Yeah. Why do you think I have 3 of them on me? Well, in me, I guess. But...
You did not seem that wounded at the end of the battle.
No. Maybe not physically. I've been through my share of conflict, but... You know, sometimes words hurt a bit more than that. Can't carve them out of your mind.
And you cannot hit the words as you cannot hit the wind.
Sorry, say it again?
And you cannot hit words as you cannot hit wind.
Yeah, you can't beat him up.
You can beat up the one speaking them.
Sometimes you don't want to, you know? Sometimes you care about them, and that's when you interrupt. They won't stop saying things that hurt you, and then, you know.
Sometimes you want to grab a bolter and chuck it at their head.
Sometimes you wonder where you went wrong. Why are you here? At this point, Fenton and Leo, you probably enter somewhat this open tavern.
Other than traveling with you to come here and to seek passage to Westerheim. A friendly Leonin in the grasses said that you were here. And I wanted to have that drink that we were not able to have.
Well, you got it now. I'm glad you're able to cross that off your list.
Sorry about that. Let me let him have the room real quick. 1 second.
Oh. Alright, Fenton Leor, are you doing anything in this tavern? Particularly a
back.
game of spear darts. Oh, hello.
I told you it was real quick.
Sure.
He was just whining at the door to get out. And also, I thought that perhaps you would know the best place to get a drink. Anyway,
Yeah, that I do. She gives a sort of slight smile. Wish I didn't, but we all have our vices, don't we?
I must say, it is quite different from what I drank back home. But it is not bad.
They didn't take pride in their distilleries, breweries, and all that. Anything that you'll find outside of an ignorant encampment's probably made by one of us. We like our drink.
Definitely better than this other drink I had. Whenever I sneezed, lightning came from my nose.
Oh, that's that one tavern back in, back in where was it? Oh, no, not Obidus. Oh, this is Fel, not Mauve. Mauve would have the tomahawk. Back in Illisker, yeah. Been there a few times. How's he doing?
He seemed to be doing rather well.
Yeah.
I believe my friend, the Nor, created a no drinking competition there.
Oh, he seems like the type of guy who'd just keep on drinking no matter what happened to him.
I think he had 3 in a row.
3 in a row, that's ambitious. Did he lose anything? An eye? Some
No,
brain?
I believe his skin became hard as iron,
Oh, interesting.
and a couple of other things I cannot quite remember.
Yeah. Sometimes the drinks you can take, they damage you in strange ways. Make your head hurt in the morning, make you sneeze lightning, and, sometimes they make you lose the friends you thought you had, so you don't need to be back in Illisker for that. But anyway.
Was it drink this morning then? At the gate?
More than that. Sting. Yeah. He doesn't have as good a tolerance as I do, so the little flask he has, well, got to his head. We got into a fight. Sting started berating Agrax, called him a freak. So I threw him out the damn caravan, and then Agrax got angry at me, called me some drunk who just can't seem to let him be his own person despite trying to protect him, and stormed off, and that asshole of a snake just wandered away.
It is hard to do the right thing sometimes. You think the words you say, the things you do, are what those you care about actually need.
But when you love someone truly and fucking care about them, there's nothing that hurts you more inside than knowing, or at least thinking that no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to protect them and shield them from all the shit that's happening in this place, if you're just hurting them more, what's the point of it all? You talk
Bushra's
about
nodding along.
like you know what you're talking about. You have someone that you care about.
Bushra holds out with his thumb the necklace that he wears, and underneath the small fang in the middle. My little brother. He is back home.
She smiles.
I left him 5 years ago now.
It's a long time.
I write him. He writes me. I am hoping my path now will lead me back home soon. But when I left, I knew that he was strong enough that he did not need me around all the time. But that does not stop me from worrying about him. Does not stop me from having dreams and imagining him needing me. And I am not there.
You know, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check, Foshker, but use your wisdom modifier instead of charisma.
Ooh,
So if you
okay.
have proficiency in persuasion, just roll a persuasion check and use your wisdom instead of charisma. But if you don't have, just roll a wisdom check.
Okay, let me. So that's just regular persuasion. That's just
Okay.
regular persuasion.
Very high.
My wisdom it would be the same.
No, excuse me. It'd be the same.
Yeah, they're both +1s.
I can see her smile slightly and sort of swish the flask in her hand. Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it. You've done something that I guess is stronger than I've been able to do, and that's know when to leave someone you care about to figure out their own way. So,
I did not say it was easy, Moff. It was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life.
I'll drink to that. She raises the glass to her lips.
Foshford does the same.
I guess that covers that. Thank you.
All right. But I also wanted to give you a compliment for the fight.
Yeah.
You were strong. Admirably so.
You too? Some people tough as nails need to take the brunt for those who can't, right?
Even if one fails from time to time. You stayed on your feet.
To failure, then. Her mood seems to have visibly improved.
So what do you plan on doing next month? You have made it to the city.
Well, to be honest, before our little conversation here, I had a mind to just leave, return, find some place in the Meadowlands, retire. But, no, I'm here. Might as well give old Marin a visit. Talked me into swearing an oath again. Good for
Again?
Yeah. I was here long ago. So
It could not be too long ago. Not the way you fight.
Try 30 years, but there's a reason I can't cast spells anymore. I'm not a paladin any longer. I broke my oaths. I swore an oath against necromancers, and when I was young back then, I thought that meant Black Dragonborn.
And then you met Agarax, I take it.
And then things changed.
as we gain more years, the path we thought that we were steadily on can sometimes have a turn, especially when you meet people who surprise you.
Hmm.
I will say, 5 years ago, when I started my journey, left my home, I would not have even spoken to you or be caught traveling with those I travel with now.
Hmm. Keep on
But they're all,
traveling.
I keep
Okay.
traveling,
I can tell.
and they keep teaching me things, and I see my path change.
Your path never stops changing unless it gets cut short, so keep up the good work.
And if you are anything like me, Mov, or I anything like you, if the path gets cut short, we grab the son of a bitch who cut it and make them fix it before we smash their goddamn head into it.
Yeah, something like that.
So what will you swear to now? Your new oath.
Hmm. Redeeming myself of past, who I killed, trying to do something good in the world.
You will regret the lives you have taken.
Not all, but some. Enough.
Hmm. I cannot say I can join you in that sentiment, but I believe I can understand enough.
To understanding.
To understanding to the changing path. And to a drink to numb the pain.
Try some more. It's good stuff. Sure. We'll continue to drink. She seems to be much happier with herself. She's smiling a bit more.
Foshker just kind of falls into a little bit of a silence, drinks alongside her. Maybe orders another round or two for the two of them.
It's good stuff. You definitely feel the edge of any pain you're in get taken off. Kind of a light buzz in your mind. Fenton and Leora, what are you up to in this time?
Is this an inn as well, or is this just a tavern?
It's an inn, yes.
Classic. Then I would like to approach presumably the bartender.
Yeah, I can see she's aged, very much limber, kind of joking and laughing raucously with the other Leonin, but she turns towards you and kind of reaches a hand out to lightly punch your shoulder. Right there, Cockra! What are you doing here?
Just trying to find somewhere agreeable for the evening.
Oh, you'll find no better place. Puppy wine. I'm the owner of this inn.
Ah, it is a pleasure then. I came to the right person.
Of course. Just
I
a
was-
drink or just room?
Drink, absolutely. I am actually something of a performer. I figured I would offer the night's entertainment, perhaps in exchange for room or food for my traveling party and I.
Of course, friend. Do your best. We've got high
Much
standards here, but I hope you'll match them. We all like a good
I
show.
do as well. Much appreciated. Any recommendations? Things that tend to go over well with your crowd?
She laughs loudly. Quite literally anything. Were we to restrict what you can play?
Delightful.
Do your
Excellent.
best.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, then I will go to wherever would be logical to perform. That's exactly what I'll do. I actually, on the way, I'd like to pass Mauve just to ask. Good evening, Mauve.
Yeah.
Have you seen where the snake ended up?
Yeah. He went off to the Tyrant's Quarter. Hell knows what he's up to there.
Does he tend to stick to the shadows, or do you think I might be able to find him if I go looking?
Him? She scoffs. Probably hear him first. But he's not one to slink about in the dark. He's very flashy, very showy. Likes being seen.
I figured as much. Thank you.
Yeah? Keep your head on you, bird.
Trying. Actively.
Goes back to drinking.
Great. Yeah,
Alright.
Fenton will perform. I think he'll try starting with just a song with lute, and as usual, he likes to use Mage Hand and pull out a pan flute for that as well. And just playing some Obidus drinking songs, something lively and
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Give me a performance check.
I would love nothing more. Incredible.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Hell yeah!
Are a major success. Almost immediately, a crowd forms around you. Leonin are used to Aarakocra being uptight and stuffy in the lawful good corner over there, and to see one play music, but not only that, drinking music of Obidus, where you figure out the majority of these Leonin are from. This is an authentic drinking tavern now. There is laughter, there's cheering, the games double up. Leonin are always here for a good and fun time, and they party.
Incredible.
Do you have like a hat out to collect coins as they're being thrown your way?
A hat, I guess. What does
Something to
have?
collect.
Yes, if I have anything. A small chest. There it is. That's what it is.
Small chest. Alright. You will leave 13 gold, 5 silver, and 2 copper richer.
That is literally more than I started with. So fantastic.
Oh my
I've just been
goodness,
waiting
you
for a
did
tap.
double our net worth. Okay. Retiring adventures. We're not saving the world, we're getting rich.
Yeah,
Not
let's
that
get
part yet.
rich. Woo.
Oh.
Oh, probably before performing too, I would have liked to notify Shane of our location, assuming that would be staying here.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Uh-oh.
Shane.
Oh no.
Actually,
Yes.
I'm going to go
I was
to
gonna-
Lorenz and Reed first before things happen.
Was Leora not doing anything in the tavern?
Leora, it's up to you.
I was going to use the little link with Chain and just send a quick, is everything going okay?
Shade.
Yeah, everything's
Everything going okay?
everything's fine. Finding my way to you guys.
I'll keep a lookout. And that's all she would be doing. She would just be kind of hanging out and enjoying the music.
Fair enough.
She might have gotten a slight hint through the emotion of the thought that maybe everything's not completely fine.
Uh,
No, it was not fine.
Taking mental note to double check that everything is okay as soon as Chain arrives.
Lorenz and Reed, you are collecting ingredients, aren't you?
Yes. There are growing things here.
I would
Things
like
we
both of
can
you to
eat.
roll nature checks.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh no!
The fortunate news is that there's a lot here that is in abundance. You can see like raspberry bushes, apple trees, all sorts of edible things around. So it's not difficult to pick them up. But Ark, you get stung by a bee or two. Reed, you get shot. A lot of strange looks by Leonin, wondering what this undead thing is doing in their quarter. And you come up with maybe enough for just 5 or 6 people at the party. But you do get all sorts of fresh goods, you know.
I hope Laura's allergic to bees.
New character.
Goes into anaphylaxis.
Give me my EpiPen.
Reed's already in the bad mood from the fight and being in the city, and is just going to scowl. What is that? That is not ripe.
I'm sorry.
Ah!
Are you okay? Are you having a fit?
Having a fit. This city, these walls, this is doing things to my brain.
Have you ever decided just to not do that?
Not do that. I am Charbrand, perhaps the last. Perhaps. I do not know. Well, not do that. However will I gloat over my father if I do not do what he could not?
Yeah. I mean, if that works, I guess, show your father. Yeah.
I need materials. I need things to cook. We must find where else we might find them.
Don't we have enough already?
This is paltry. That apple is not the right color. Throw it away.
It's one apple.
It's bad.
Fine. Lorenz just chucks it at Reed.
I have an armful of berries. I'm throwing them at Lorenz.
Lorenz throws another apple at him.
So we're having a food fight now.
Yeah, an authentic food fight begins.
Welcome to Noah culture.
Go ahead and roll contested dexterity checks to see which one of you is more accurate. And that's
Oh my goodness. That's a save, but...
Oh no, it's a save.
It's the same modifier.
Well, Reed, it seems you've been outplayed.
Reed, something about the way Lorenz pelts you with these apples is uncannily accurate. Every single unripe apple hits against your skull. You're covered in raspberry juice and sort of strawberries. It doesn't, compared to the otherwise mess that is your body with all of the mycelia and all and mang and all sorts of undead fixtures. For the first time, you look kind of like a dumpster bin. But Lorenz, you are very much victorious in this fight.
I am about to cast Inflict Wounds.
Much like I am right now, Lorenz is laughing. Oh my god.
And all the food you collected is wasted. Well,
I'm
not
sorry.
wasted, but used.
Sorry. I'll help you get more.
No! Go, go do your. Just go.
No, don't be a sore loser.
I have to go and find something to do.
Alright, well, I'll carry where you left off. And Lawrence does that. He goes off to kind of make up for what he wasted. At least trying to.
Fair enough. Reed scuttles off, thoroughly vested in a food fight.
Grr.
Alright.
Not the Null's day.
Go ahead and give me a nature check, Lorenz, and then we'll move to Chain.
Sure thing.
My god. It's raw!
What are you?
Chain, you are in the Bloody Quarter right now. You can see that around you are shacks and slums. Gnolls, most of whom don't occupy these buildings, seated on the streets, peering at you. Some hungrily, some curiously, some both. What are you up to?
After
Whistler
his
seems to disappear around a corner, and if you look down that street, he never was there.
after talking to the Whistler, he's going to try and find his way to the meadow corner.
Meadow Corner. It's not too difficult to wind through the slums here. You know what you're doing. You've been in a Kenku slum for the majority of your life, so you know how to avoid situations that flee from them, how to wander around city streets and back alleys. It's easy enough to pop up and cross the instantaneous divide into the sort of pleasant-smelling flower beds of the Meadow Quarter. It's not too hard to find the rest of the party. You can see. Who are you headed to first?
Would Fenton still be performing by the time Chain got there?
Presumably, and you can definitely hear it.
And then seeing Foskra with Mauve, he's not going to go to him. So I guess that leaves Leora, and he's going to walk up to Leora and just ask her, do we have a room here?
I believe that is what Fenton's working on.
But we don't have one yet.
It's in progress, but no, not yet. What did you get up to?
Thought I heard something, but
Yeah. Did everything go okay? You sounded a little I wouldn't say stressed or frightened, but something was a little off earlier. Are you still hurt or
no, I'm fine. Sore, but I Chain is going to grab Leora's sleeve and kind of like lead her outside of the tavern.
And she will follow.
And he'll try to find like an alley or something where like there's not.
In the Meadow Corner, it isn't so
People.
much an alley, but an unoccupied grove. You can see Reed fuming silently to himself, staring kind of into the abyss in one and rapidly continue to another.
What do you think of Agarax?
I think. I mean, obviously, we don't really know him all that well, but I feel like he's been through a lot. And I don't know what happened between you two. I'm not upset with you for whatever transpired, if that's what you're thinking.
No, it's not that.
Did he do something to you?
Yes and no, but that's.
Is-
She can probably see that Chain is really struggling to find words. He's like scratching at his head. He's not meeting her gaze at all.
She would reach out and just very gently touch Chain's arm and just look. I know that we aren't exactly the best of friends, but I would love to be there for you if you would let me.
Someone told me to kill Agarax.
What? What? Who? Who said? Who told you that? Who?
I think I messed up.
Jane, what happened? Please, let me be here for you.
See his eyes get like a little glassy. His feathers are kind of standing up. I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, we can get through this. But can you tell me what happened? Or who told you to do that?
Jane is looking around, paranoid.
Let me perception check. Don't see anything through the tears in your eyes and the panic of the situation. Continue.
Through an abundance of caution, I think Jane is going to cut off the psychic whispers with the rest of the group and remake it with just Leora. So it'll be 3 hours. It started after meeting that stupid fucking snake.
And
I
she
was,
would
I was,
go ahead.
I was just being told that you're irrelevant and that the people that brought you in off the streets don't care. I was so angry. And I prayed to Beltane.
Her eyes would go wide and she would look around and just take a deep breath and take one step closer to Chain and respond with, is that when did you do that?
In Vale.
She would make a mental connection with the color of Chain's eyes and psionic weapons and make the logical assumption that that had to be when it happened, and that would have felt like so long ago at this point after the fight that they had that morning. And she would nod and ask, and did she ask you to do what you were told?
No. She said that she would send somebody my way.
Okay.
And that's what I went to see in the slums. It was a priest of Beltane. And he asked me if I wanted to join the ranks, and I said yes. And he said to prove myself, to meet him at, what was the temple called again?
The Church of Absolution.
The Church of Absolution, at midnight to kill Agarax.
Yeah.
And I said yes, but if I don't know what'll happen if I go. I don't know what'll happen if I don't.
I'm afraid you'll lose yourself if you go through with that. Chain, I don't want that to happen to you. You said that he'll be at the Church of Absolution at midnight. We have to tell the others. I'm afraid that something might happen to him if we don't show up.
You see Chain is like shaking, even though he's not cold. But I said yes to Beltane. I don't know what'll happen if I don't go through with it.
Two things very quickly. Can I try to help you see a little clearer? I would like to cast guidance and help part those clouds a little bit for you so that you can, I mean, this is ultimately up to you. I very much hope you don't go through with it, and I will be there for you every step of the way if you don't. But this is your choice, and if you need help choosing, I would like to cast guidance for you.
Sure.
And so with that, she would comfortingly reach out and grab Chain's hand. And through the link, she would whisper to him, let your intuition guide you out of your darkness. And just a very soft white light would resonate from her hand, a little bit of warmth that touched his. And just to be clear, I know Kas is... he's the one who kind of pushed you in this direction. What he said, it's not true. You've never been irrelevant, at least not in the short time that I've known you. And every choice that you've made is your own, and I would like for that to stay true.
How do you know who you're supposed to believe and who you're not?
Honestly, it's a gamble. But if you're here and you're telling me this, I think you might already know. I know I've let you down before. I'm trying to do better. I almost got myself killed to do better. And it's probably going to happen again, but I can't let any of you... I can't keep letting you down.
You see Chain is like trying to like wipe the tears from his eyes, but like they just keep coming back. I think we need to tell the others, but I don't want Mob to think that I brought this on Agarax. She doesn't seem like the one to think things through before acting. I guess like me, but
She just wants to protect him. We are going to try to protect him. I think she'll appreciate that, and we can deal with the other stuff later together, if you want. That second thing that I mentioned earlier, Jane, you're welcome to say no. Can I give you a hug?
you see, he just sort of like gives like a small nod.
And she would waste no time in closing that gap of distance between them and wrap her arms around him. And just her fingers would curl into the robe that he wore, and she would just hold on to him and hold tightly.
He would definitely be able to feel the trembling, both from fear and soft sobs.
And eventually she would release one of her hands and rub his back as she felt him cry.
What part of his back?
Between his shoulder blades, along the spine though, careful not to hit where wings would have been, because it's very clear how much of a sore subject that is.
I'd say it's kind of like close enough where like you can feel him kind of like stiffen a little bit, but yeah, he doesn't really know what to do. He like gives like an awkward like pat on the back. um, but mostly his hands are still wiping at his face.
And after a moment of just experiencing that, and as soon as she felt the shudders of the sobs begin to wane, she would very gently let go, but keep her hand on his arm, and just use the link and just say, whenever you're ready, I'm here for you.
I think I'm gonna stay out here for now. Can you tell me when we have a room?
Yeah. Please be safe. Maybe hang relatively close to the knoll. And
Sounds like an awful idea.
it does, but it's just, if worse comes to worse, I want to make sure you're okay. If nothing else, we have the link, so I'll be there if you need me as soon as I can. And she would squeeze his arm and turn away and go back into the tavern and wait for a lull between songs and ask Fenton, do we have any news about a room yet? We have something to discuss.
Of course, I can. Yeah, Fenton sets down his lute for a moment, just to go back and ask the tavern owner about the room. I don't think he intends to be done for the night just yet, but yeah.
All right. She gives you a smile and says, "Take your time. We'll be here."
Much appreciated. I suppose she will let us know where the room is.
Yeah. It isn't so much as a room contained in the tavern, but underground tunnels kind of lead to individual pockets in different hills, kind of like different hobbit houses, where small rooms are set up. have sort of windows out leading to the sky and the hills. It's a comfy place. Small, but comfy.
As soon as we found out where it would be, I would reach out to Chain with the link and let him know exactly where to go.
Chain would let's see, Reed and would he be able to see Reed and Lorenz outside?
Likely. Find them eventually, but maybe not see directly.
He would try to call out to them and try to get them to come in with him.
Shouldn't be too hard. Reed is smoldering to himself. Lorenz, you spend some time in the sun, sort of looking up at the sky, reflecting on all that has happened, and don't really do much gathering, but you get a few, maybe apples, some other fruit, and have that with you.
Hurrah.
Alright.
Guess I'll twitch back over. Probably a lot less colorful, and at the same time, a lot more colorful.
Well, Reed, at least this inn isn't clean and sparkly. It's underground with dirt.
Good, something I can make gouges in. Something I can damage.
Don't collapse the tunnels.
Alright. Chain, what are you up to?
After getting Reed and Lorenz on the way in to the to the room, he's just gonna like tap Foskra and like nod his head to come with.
Bosker looks over his shoulder at being tapped, sees that it's Chain, and just nods. Orders another drink from Ov. I'll be back. And gets up and follows.
Hey Phil,
Once
what are the
everybody-
walls made out of as we walk?
Some of their dirt, most are wood.
Yeah, I'm keeping a set of claws on them as we walk.
Some people
Bosker
usually do it
swats his hand.
But yeah, once everybody's been assembled in the room, it'll take Chain a minute. Like he'll sit there, kind of like wringing his hands together as he tries to think of how he wants to put this. And unlike what Leora was able to feel / hear through the connection, the words as they come out now are almost painfully monotone. But he's just gonna go, I'm going to cut to the chase. I did something stupid and I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but there are things I need to get off my chest and tell you all beforehand. Or he's gonna turn to Fenton first and go, Fenton, I lied. I did come into contact with a shard of the Twin Blades. I don't know where exactly it is, but that's what Koss was after. That's what I stole before him. That's what got me in the order. So the order has a shard. I don't know where it is. It's been 3 years since then, but
I see.
they're just gonna kind of like speak more broadly, and say, I did something impulsive and stupid after talking to Koss, and I prayed to and accepted a gift from Beldain. I just met with one of her priests here, and they want me to kill Agrax.
Why?
I forget, did he give a reason why, or just it was basically just kind of like a...
I said along the lines of that Agrax hated Chain, that he wanted Chain to consider how Agrax treated him, and wanted to get revenge on that, right? You know, don't you want to as well? That kind of thing. But you don't really know why.
There wasn't really a reason why. Just because of the way that he had treated me and the emotions that he had brought out in me. I don't want to go through with it, and I don't think I am, but you can see him like wipe at his eyes again. I don't know what'll happen if I don't do it either.
Will they send another after Agarax if you refuse?
I don't know.
Will they send one after you?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to get everything out now.
They can try to come to you. They will not make it.
Do, do you see yourself as a liability, little bird? A little piece of trouble?
I don't like to think of myself as such, no.
Reed. Think twice about what you say.
I think 1,000 times about what I say.
We're not being very helpful right now.
Jane has done much to be of use and helpful to us in this journey so far. Do not taunt him with things like this.
I was not taunting him.
Do not raise your voice at me, Reed.
Give me a circle.
Leora would stand up in the middle of them, going back and forth, and just talk over them, staring very pointedly between the two of them, and say, "It stands to reason that the priest that Chain spoke with may still show up tonight."
Then we have someone to kill. You, little bird. Why are you called Chain?
Is this a metaphorical question, or do you want the real answer?
Answer me.
Do you want a real answer, or is this some riddle of yours, Reed?
Yes, I want a real question. Answer.
Because my parents were worshippers of Craven, and worshippers of Craven wear chains. My name is the sound of those chains being broken off when I ran away.
Are we all defined by our parents and by our gods? That's all we are.
We are
So
who we
glad
choose
Reed.
to be, Reed.
So, are you going to be another angry Kinku, or are you going to earn your name?
I think so far in him.
You don't know what I've done, what I've had to
confiding
go
in us.
through to earn my name, Reed.
Another angry Kinku?
Reed, I'm gonna throw another apple at you. Look, I think that Jane has really confided in us right now. And I agree it was a stupid mistake, but it means something that you're here now, and even if it's scary, you trust us. And I, for one, I appreciate that, and thank you.
Jane, you say you took a gift from Beltane. Is this in exchange for your obedience? I'm not too familiar with contracts and the like between gods, but this is, I don't know, there's, of course, as I'm sure you see, a great deal of danger, whatever we choose to do next.
Do you know where Agrax is supposed to be?
The Church of Absolution. Supposed to
will
meet
go
the priest there at midnight.
I will go tell Muff. Let her know that Agrax needs her. And I will return. And I will make sure that no one comes for you, Jane. But she needs to know.
Perhaps we need a plan of our own before she does know, however, Foshkra.
Then you make your plan. She has someone she needs to protect. She will want to know. Sooner, not later.
I understand, yes, that's
I agree.
reasonable.
You should go.
Pushra stands. He goes and opens the door. Before he leaves, he looks back at Shane.
This took courage, Jane. Thank you.
And he walks out and closes the door. Heads back up to the bar.
Jane, do you know what happens if you do not carry out this task you have been assigned?
No, I don't. I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't.
Perhaps, but perhaps there's another way out. There is one in this city who presumably knows Beltane more than any of us. If we want to predict what it is she will do, how she will react, perhaps we should go to Meru tonight, like now.
Do we have the time?
What time is it, Phil?
starting to get close to evening. I'd say about like 6 in the afternoon.
We got 4 hours till midnight.
You do?
If it's
No, I'm sorry.
6.
6 hours till midnight. I'm thinking 16.
Numbers are hard.
Days are
We have
short.
2 hours till midnight.
It's actually midnight right now.
Damn.
Lizard intelligence showing through. Don't worry about it.
Lizard brain.
Who's remaining in the
Lizard
room?
brain.
Who's going down to the bar?
Chain is staying in the room.
Lorenz is staying in the room.
I'm staying in the room.
I'm fuming in the room.
Fumigating.
Kind
I
of. Yeah,
will-
yeah, that is happening. Like, Reed coming back from making that flower field was all like colorful and pretty. Reed right now is just turning gray.
Man, he really just did.
He
It's a
loses
sore
a
loser.
singular food fight.
It's important.
I can't believe Reed is our very own mood ring.
God damn it.
He's a mood read.
If
A
flowers are
mood.
purple, then he's emotional.
I'll be going with Koshgra.
Alright, Leora and Foshka, you head down to the room, to the main area of this tavern. It's more like a walk beneath some underground tunnels until you pop back out into the hill, the tavern built into the hill. And you can see Mauve still seated there, but with a sort of smile on her face. Much happier than before.
Foshkra walks up to her, and he kind of like puts a hand on her shoulder to get her attention.
Yeah, what's up again?
I am sorry to interrupt your day,
Hmm?
but you will want to know.
What happened?
One of my friends has found out that someone wants Agarax dead tonight.
Her face instantly turns serious. What and how?
I only know that they expect him to be at the church tonight at midnight.
Stand, this is right, while I'm off to the church. Which church?
Absolution.
Well, that'd be in the Cocker Quarter, right? The hell is he doing there? Kind of rolls her eyes. Right, well,
If we
I'm
can-
going there. If you're
I do
coming,
not know the plan of the rest of my party, but there is a threat on one of them as well.
Okay. Is it correlated? Does it have to do with what they threaten Agrax with?
Possibly, yes.
Well, I'm here to protect him, so if that means I have to protect one of yours, that's fine.
I appreciate it. I will say that to my party and see if they are willing to join you.
Okay. Fine, I'll be there. Without hesitation, she starts stalking rapidly in the direction of the church.
May fire burn your bat moth.
She's gone before she responds.
And Foshkra turns to Leora and nods.
We should let the others know that Mauve is willing to help us protect Jane.
I would also like to go help make sure Agarax stays safe.
This as well. But Agarax is not in my care, so I must prioritize those who are.
And he starts walking back down to the inn room.
Alright, who's heading where? Marv is already gone.
Yeah.
Are you meeting up in one of your inn rooms? Or?
Yeah, the where everybody else is left.
The meeting is not concluded. We still have to vote someone off.
Who has the least amount of friends here?
Well, I'm sorry.
It's Fenton.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on.
I don't think this is accurate. There's something off about this.
Bird on bird violence.
Is Chain gonna say sorry to Fenton? Anyway,
Reed would
Everything.
like to try to speak again. If it's allowed.
Boshka busts through the door, cuts you off.
Ah!
I'm kidding.
Are you going to tell Beldain of your refusal? Or will you wait for them to find out?
I feel like I have a better chance of waiting to find out, but she's a deity, isn't she?
I think right now your eyes are hers. She knows. And if she is intelligent, she will not try to kill you immediately.
And why's that?
We are watching, we are careful, we are sober. And I am speaking to your eyes. Hello, Beldain.
There doesn't seem to be a response at the moment.
Oh, that seems like such a bad idea.
So, oh. I'll look towards the door as it opens.
I take it that's the cue for Boshka and Liora to return.
Yes.
Mav is already on her way. She asks us to join her, and that she will extend her protection over you, Chain, as you are also a potential target for what is happening.
What about the cat and snake?
Thing and the storyteller were always just tagging along.
Huh? How does she take the news?
As you would expect, she is very protective of Agarax.
Of course, I'm just curious if she will have any vendetta against Chain.
I did not tell her that Chain was the one told to kill him.
Aye. Probably a good idea.
Do we go to the defense of another, or do we shelter? That is our choice.
No, It is Jane's choice.
I
Do you,
consent to this. Look at
do you
Jane.
assume, Jane, that this attack will happen at all without your presence there? Is this an initiation test of sorts, or an actual desire of Beldane's?
I think it's an initiation test. He said that he would meet me there.
Then if you do not intend to kill, I think it would be wise for you not to go.
What if he does it anyway, though? Not Chain, but Priest. He said that he would show up.
I suppose it's possible.
Do you take any threat to someone lightly?
No, but it doesn't change the fact that Chain should not be there, nor should Chain be alone. No, I don't wish for Agorex to end up dead tonight, but we have to consider the best option.
Yes.
Are we all to rush to his protection? I don't know.
Again, this is Jane's choice.
And Fosher looks at Shane.
I don't deserve this choice. It was my choices that got us here in the first place. They got me here in the first place.
It was your choice to tell us. To be truthful. To admit that you made a mistake. To allow for one who was marked for death a chance to live. Now it is your choice whether you wish to be one who, instead of killing Agaras, comes to his defense. Or we can stay away. And that we will keep you safe, Jane. You have made a good choice already. So, you can make another.
How long does the that guidance spell last? Is that only like a minute?
A
It's
minute.
only like a
yes.
minute.
Okay, yeah, so then he wouldn't slip into that.
She can give it again as a cantrip.
It only affects skill checks.
But flavor.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
a
flavor.
flavor casting.
Flavor casting. Grape.
I don't think Lawrence agrees with you on that flavor.
I guess Chain will look to Leora and say, can you do the thing again?
She would nod and walk over and grab his hand, and the same sequence would happen with the soft white light and the warmth that transferred from her to him.
Chain just kind of like looks down towards the floor as he starts to think. And I think he slowly starts to formulate an idea. The Church of Absolution, that's the Arakakra quarter, right?
Yes.
That is what Mauve said before she ran off.
Then I think, as much as I really hate to say it, I think the safest place to be from a priest of Beldane is surrounded by Kavara worshippers.
So, you wish to protect Agarax.
I wish to try and get through tonight with my life.
I can do that. That is my job.
And there's still a chance that absolutely nothing will happen, except thankfulness that we were there just in case it did.
Shane is right, though. Those paladins there would be fully diametrically opposed to any move Beltane could make. If any number of them were aware of the potential danger, I'm sure that would be a safe place to be.
And why choose that location at all?
It wasn't about the location. It was about the person.
That is probably
where
where
that's where Agarax was going to be. And so that's where it needed to happen.
But why? Why did it need to happen then? Why not some other time?
I don't know.
Is it supposed to be difficult? Is that what this is about? Is it...
If
Maybe
you're
I'm
preying on somebody who is unsure, then if you remove the opportunity to hesitate, it makes them more likely to do it.
This is a city of oaths, allegiances.
I do not know much about churches, but what would you do if you entered a church for absolution and found someone dead?
I have no idea, to be quite honest with you.
Neither do I. I was just thinking that maybe there was some sort of message that one could get from that. Either way, Jane, you have made your choice. No, Jane had a
As they
BRB.
say.
Yeah.
And scene pause. Intermission.
Break time.
Is it break time?
It's 10:42 EST.
Sorry, I had to
yeah.
take some meds real quick.
No worries.
Okay. Oh, no break time. Bird time.
It's bird time.
It's bird time.
Did you hear what was being talked about or no?
They were there for most
First-
of it.
Yeah. Basically, the only part I was waiting for was when Foskra asked if Chain had made up his mind then.
Yeah.
I think it's our best shot, at least for now.
You will need to cover your eyes.
Does anyone know minor illusion?
I don't think that'll work for eyes. It'd have to be like the sky itself or something.
Why? It's just his eyes that are glowing.
Minor illusion doesn't follow people around.
It doesn't? I thought you could
It's
carry a
like
minor illusion in your
making
palm.
a little like object or whatnot.
What about disguise self or disguise kit?
That might work, but gotta wonder if disguise kit has anti-glowy properties.
All right. Where are you headed? Oh, go ahead.
Let's say that
Continue.
one last thing before they get ready to go. Chain is going to like his it's kind of like a rolling flex from like his stomach up through his chest and his throat. And the shard appears like in between his beak, and he grabs it and he holds it out to Foskra. He just goes, I probably shouldn't be holding on to this tonight. And I tried to attune to it back in the caves, and I felt stronger in a way. I think I don't know how to explain it, but Foskar, I think maybe might serve you best to try and attune to it. Just don't try and talk to Vilderabin. It's like talking to Reed.
Understood.
He kind of glances at Reed and takes the stone.
We could learn much from someone back then.
Do we have time to rest a little and then meet up with Moth? You said midnight was the time. Yes.
Yeah, he said midnight.
Good.
I know we are not fully recovered from the fight this morning. But we will have to find the strength to protect one who does not need to die.
Anyone going to tell Foskar how much time it is till midnight?
You have about 5-6 hours.
Bum bum.
It's almost good.
All right. I guess if no one wants to rush over there immediately, or we can rush over there immediately and then just sit around for all that time.
My chains
Opinion?
My chains are with all of you.
Oh, wonderful.
Where are you headed at the moment? What's the plan?
So, I think that loitering at a church would be bad.
It is also
Hey.
an inn, correct, Phil?
Say that again?
It is an inn as well.
The Church of
So-
Absolution?
Yes, the Church of Absolution has an inn attached to it. Let me see the name.
But that's the one you have to
Yes,
repent
the
or
Church of
something to get in.
Church of Absolution and the Repentance Inn, in which you have to repent for something before being given free room and board. But there's a Church of Clara attached to it, so good luck, Shane.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna have a great time.
So, we can either rest here and then meet with Moth at the church closer to the time that Chain was supposed to attempt to kill Agarax. Or we can go there now and wait.
it would be safer for Chain to be surrounded by worshippers of Vara, it might be better to go ahead and go.
I agree.
Jane, would you be comfortable with... I suppose none of this is comfortable, but letting the paladins know that you are one who is fleeing the grasp of Beltane would maybe be the most direct way to get their protections.
I feel like that'd probably be a better idea than trying to play off a Kenku just deciding to come to a Arakok or temple for seemingly no reason.
They
We will all vouch
might
for you.
decide to capture or kill you.
This is a church of penance, is it not?
To someone, it is.
If what the Leon and who we met in the meadows was speaking correctly, then any who come here and wish to swear an oath or pray is welcome. Did they not even try to chase you away, Reed?
I know the looks I was given. What is that thing doing here? It belongs in the trash.
They gave you looks, but they did not grab you and toss you over to the North Quarter.
Not all will be. Riddle still his tongue.
It is a safe bet that Jane will be okay.
Perhaps me and any others who wish to accompany me can go ahead first and try to feel out the paladins there. I admit I have not been around too many devout Aarakocra. Kavara is a god of judgment, not forgiveness necessarily, so I am wary.
I will come with you.
I think that would be wise.
No
I will
penalty.
stay with Jane. Reed.
I will stay with Jane. I am hoping perhaps they will think to be smart and attack while we are separated. I'd love a good fight right now.
Why are you covered in apples, by the way?
I want a good fight right now. It's not fair. It's not fair. This is my thing.
That didn't answer my question, but you are it.
Lauren's a terrible assistant.
He's just mad that he lost a food fight.
Next time, it will be to the death.
No, it won't. You're just a sore loser.
Wait, you threw food at Reed.
I threw apples at him, unripe apples.
That is funny.
It was funny in the moment.
Just bring me something that I can hit.
And off you go. So, if I have it correctly, it is Reed, Foster, Chain, and who else going to the church?
Oh,
No.
No.
No. Reed,
The
Foster,
three,
and Shane are staying at Poppy Seed.
Oh,
Well,
I see.
while Fenton, Leora, and Lorenz go to the Church of Absolution to pave the way to allow Chain to show up and not be attacked.
Basically, the racially
see.
profiled are staying away
I
for
see.
now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Before they
Okay.
go, Shane will use another psionic whisper to connect with Fenton. He'll do Fenton, Leora, and then he'll also do Foskra, so that way there's somebody else besides him here that can hear what's going on. And let me roll the
It's okay, you're already in my head.
3 hours.
You're gonna let Foshkra know that you're talking to him in his head before confusion happens.
Yeah, after they've gone, Jane will explain to him that yes, this is a thing. Yes, it's happening. No, you don't need to talk out loud. Yes, we can hear your thoughts in your head.
Wait, Lorenz did this in the cave, and he could not hear me. He could only talk to me.
Well, Kanku are a little bit better at it. Kind of have to be.
Foshkra shrugs and then he sits down and gets comfortable and starts his newfound attunement process. While the others are gone, seeing it, I guess that depends on if it takes an hour for them to return.
You can take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Foshka's about to get
I will.
stronger. Oh, I hope we have something to smash. Come on, let there be
Jane,
combat. It could be
what
guards, it
weaker?
could be...
Here's the curious thing, though. What is Vildarovan going to say to an Ignan? If anything at all.
I don't even want to know.
I do.
Please
You
go
will.
away.
You will know. And we will reconvene at 11.
Poor
So
Beck
guys,
getting confused by
fun session
psychic
so
whispers.
far.
Yeah, the session was great. I love it. I love all
You
sessions.
Happened.
are trying to make me cry.
No, these things just happen, we swear.
It was not
But,
my intention to try and make people cry. I was just doing the chain thing.
Also, screw you, Lorenz.
That was
First-
so great.
First, you try to beat me at my thing. And second, you tell me that my comforting reassurances are bad.
He didn't try. He was better than you at
Yeah,
your thing.
I beat you at it.
No,
and congratulations to
no,
Lawrence for
no.
getting the first actual laugh out of Foshkra.
This is not over.
Guys, Nemo has come to say hi.
Nemo.
Hi!
I don't know if
Meow.
he'll meow in the mic, but he's currently brushing up against it.
Meow meow meow.
Cat
Yeah,
ASMR?
the mic.
Oh yeah, I put it in the VC chat.
Oh, the your dog.
Yeah, the old man Rusty. He kept shoving his cold nose into my elbow.
He's got a rusty face.
He's old. He's like 14. Leave him alone.
Yeah, that's like almost as old as you. In like dog years.
You fuck yourself.
Wow, after I gave you the shard and everything.
So you're gonna put the necklace on now?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I'm surprised you didn't have Shane say anything snarky when Foshkra left like that.
Jane was going through it.
Yeah, well,
He's having a time.
Foshkra speaks only truth.
Bullshit. Reed hasn't
When
lied
has he
once.
lied? When has he lied?
When has Reed lied?
When has
Talks to
Jane
riddles,
lied?
that
Oh,
doesn't
wait.
count.
You can't lie if no one understands you.
Bingo!
Yeah, he very well could be lying. We just don't know it.
Every
Also,
sentence
I wonder
reads.
if my title is done.
Oh,
I'm
music.
just happy that me and Shane have a little bridge to friendship now.
That was so sweet.
that's
It
what
is-
2 people in the party that got a bat hug.
So now that we've got that off our chest, what do we do after something like this? We find a source of catharsis, like killing.
You just want something to vent your frustration at getting pelted with apples.
You fucking know it.
I have Jello.
Yes,
Jello.
Jello. Does it have whipped cream?
No, I can't have whipped cream.
Oh.
Why not? Jello has sugar.
Fushgra.
It's sugar-free Jello.
No
Look at
solid,
sugar-free whipped cream.
no solid food
It's
after the
not on my
gizzard.
list.
Screw the list. Make your own.
I don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
That is not advisable.
Hey, Fenton, new list right after the people to kill.
Food.
I'll get my doctorate and write post-surgery food options.
Yes, because that's exactly what Reed meant.
You know what
Reed
I
is
can
being
have,
quiet.
though? I can have tea. Reed, make me tea.
Wow.
Yes, drink the reed
Don't
tea.
drink this for tea.
Gonna throw another apple at you.
Your list, by the way, Reed, is in fact in Fenton's journal. So
Excellent. I'll add to it when I remember to.
Lawrence, make sure the next apple is overripe so that it just goes smush.
Oh no, I don't want to make Reed smell worse.
You
He's gonna
can't.
smell like apples.
Trust me.
That
you
can only be better.
improve them.
I mean,
You
as
throw
it stands,
Reed.
I'm gonna
With
throw
the
rotten
underwear.
tomatoes.
Look, Reed is still actively, like, he still has temp HP from the fight this morning. So he is still actively, like, leaking spores.
Okay.
He's in maximum spinach mode right now.
He's at
Spinach mode.
Spinach
maximum
mode.
stink.
I hope those apples like helped.
It's,
No,
I
there's like an
imagine
apple tree sprouting from him right now.
All right. We'll start with Foshra. As you reach out to the stone, clutched in your hands, feel it vibrate, a presence kind of come to your mind. The speckled stone flies from your palm and begins to circle idly around your head. Ah. And who is this?
I am Foshkra.
To what pleasure do I owe your communication?
Nothing more than I was given your stone. And desired the strength that it gives to others.
So it is a matter of selfishness. Selfishness with which you have picked up my stone. I can appreciate that.
Strength to protect those that I choose to protect. From what the others have told me of their conversations with you, you did not use strength to protect.
And now you choose to insult me. That's right.
It is not insult. I was merely saying what I know. If you take it as insult, then that is on you. If it is not true, then correct my knowledge.
I never said it is not true. Keep on exploring. Keep on thinking. If you're capable of such a thing.
Insult for insult. I see.
Retribution for retribution. Do you understand each other?
Retribution. That is a word that I know much.
And so perhaps you can have the strength of my stone. But think about how you intend to use it. Goodbye. I will be watching. And it fades.
And now I have another +2 to strength.
You do indeed. You're able to attune with the stone. Let's see.
And I'm a chicken nugget once more.
Chicken nugget, he says. Alright. Leora, Lorenz, Fenton, the three of you cross paths. A rather pleasant walk between the meadow corner and the Sunbringer's corner. Isn't too much different beyond the change and slow meld of sort of winding dirt streets and open glades forming more rigid structures of houses and homes and paved roads. There are mostly Aarakocra in here, occasionally a few Dragonborn, but most give you friendly waves, smiles as you pass by. Most you can see are dressed in attire you'd attribute to paladins, heavy armor for those on the ground and lighter ones for those in the sky. The church is very easy to see by the fact that it is the largest building, characterized by sort of large torches and braziers, 4 of them that peek up like chimneys from the roof of this building. A marble staircase leads up to pillars and then entrance of 2 double doors. What are you up to?
I suppose just entering first or finding someone available to speak to here, and kind of scoping things out as well.
Yeah. As you push into the double doors, there seems to be a desk and a white-robed Aarakocra, female, sort of just standing behind, calmly reading a book. The main thing about this sort of stuffy room is how hot it is. There are sort of flaming torches lit on every single edge, a little outcropping in this pillared room, and it is very bright. Very bright inside. There's a scent of incense. She snaps it shut and says, "Oh, well, hello there. Who come to take up residence within this church? I see 3 of you, right? Are you
Yes,
travelers in this city?
Just travelers, correct.
Excellent. Well, you will find welcome here, should you abide by our rules.
And what might those rules be? We actually came to inquire on the behalf of another who may be seeking some sort of protections here in this temple.
Protections. Interesting. Well, we offer protection for anybody who's here, and under any genuine pretense to improve themselves. We are the Repentance Inn for a reason. To be admitted passage is to admit to past wrongdoings or make promises, make amends to yourself in your past. And should you be capable of that, then we will welcome you in, but you must do with a modicum of genuine interest. We have our methods of ensuring that those who enter are truly here of their own volition and impetus to improve. But in either case, you said you had a friend that you were asking to inquire about.
Correct. I wanted to ensure that there are not limits before I bring him here. I will be transparent with you. I have found one who has drawn ties to Beltane and wishes to break them.
She clicks her tongue. Kenko, I presume.
You presume correctly.
A friend of yours?
Yes.
Well, all I can say is that if they are truly genuine in what they say, and are willing to, how do I say it, subject themselves to further scrutiny in the zone of truth, then we are not obligated to expel him from our church. He will be welcomed, but he will be watched. You must understand that Beltane is the direct opposition to our own deity, yes.
I understand very much, yes.
But
I came ahead.
that only means if he wishes to escape Beltane, then we are a house to facilitate that.
Good. Has there been, might I also ask, a black dragonborn amongst your presence today?
She becomes slightly more serious. You can see her shoulders rise to attention. And why do you ask that?
Another one I traveled with recently. I have reason to believe he came here, but I haven't heard from him since this morning.
Have you any reason? She holds her tongue for a second. What can you tell me about him?
He's young. His name is Agorax.
More?
An herbalist.
Just an herbalist?
Well, I can't say I knew him for long. An herbalist is what he wanted to be, in any case. How he presented himself.
Will we be able to have an exorcism tonight for what he has contracted himself with? Perhaps that friend of yours and him are not so different.
Perhaps not. And one more in the same group. A older Leonin should have came looking for him recently as well, I believe.
Oh, yes, she did. Swore up to the 9 hells.
That would be the one.
Yes. She was given a room. Not without some dissatisfaction by the part of most paladins in this place and I, but he was given one regardless. Pardon me, she was given one regardless.
Good. And just to be extremely cautious, I suppose. I believe my friend to be completely genuine, but in the event he steps into your zone of truth and proves otherwise, the worst case scenario is he is turned away, correct? This is not a place for judgment to be enacted.
And this is also not a place for lies. I would ensure your friend is being genuine and truthful. Because if he is not genuine, then why is he your friend? And that goes for anyone who enters this church.
Understood.
Not just Kenku.
Right, well.
I take it you are not one of the faith.
I wouldn't consider myself devout.
Then what are you doing in this town?
Passing through. spending a night and moving on, ideally.
Fine. Fine. I do not turn away those who are genuine. Come back. I'll be here.
Much appreciated. I'd like to turn to Lorenz and Leora. Did I miss anything?
I think you've got it.
I covered everything that I knew.
Good, good. Perhaps we shall return shortly then.
All the while, I would be relaying the conversation to Chain.
Foshka, Chain, and Reed. Roll me perception checks.
23.
25!
We are so. Oh, not him.
Chain and Reed from the inside of this small room buried in a hill. You can hear very, very, very faintly a short whistling tune. Just calmly on the breeze.
The feathers on Chain and back of Chain's neck immediately rise up, and he gets a very panicked look.
Where is it? Come here.
Takes a few minutes, but the only people who knock on your door are the other three. Lorenz, Leora, Fenton.
Hey, you still in there?
Ah, in here. Come, quickly. Here, it's out there. See,
the rush?
I told you your eyes are buildings.
What happened?
Chain will take his scarf from around his neck and just immediately tie it around his eyes and blind himself. Or blindfold himself, I should say.
we match?
Shut it, Reed.
Chain, from what we heard from Leora and Fenton, it was not necessary.
No, not necessary for the church, but I mean, what if Beltane is watching through his eyes? That's the concern.
What were you laughing at a moment ago, Reed?
I could hear Beltane out there.
That wasn't Beltane, that was the priest.
One and the same.
Foshker stands up and goes out into the hallway. And he starts like looking up and down the hall.
Not in the hall, but you can see at the bar, slowly smoking a pipe dressed in sort of blackened leathers and hood that hangs around his neck is an abnormally tall Kenku, just calmly taking a drink, chatting with some of the people there. Smiling, laughing.
Right.
They're allowed to smile?
Foshker then goes back into the room, shuts the door.
He can't go you met with. Did he wear a hood? Was he taller than you?
He was almost as tall as you.
Right. Did he smoke a pipe?
Yes.
He's at the bar.
Also,
I try to leave. I try to leave. I try to leave.
Grabs Reed by the scruff.
Ugh.
throws an apple at Reed.
What is it?
Pinata Reed.
Do not pinata read. You do not want to know what comes out.
But yeah, Foshka grabs Reed by the scruff and pulls him back into the inner room.
What?
Do not fight yet.
Then
If we can get chained to this church first, then we should try. If you go out there and you start a fight, then we will not make it in time.
I will not fight. I'll only talk.
No, you will not.
Why do you think you can tell me what I cannot do?
Foshka lifts him up higher.
Ah!
I have a question. Does Misty Step only apply to oneself, or can one take an individual with them?
You would need Dimension Door to take somebody else.
Dimension Door is a 4th level spell that does that.
Yeah, and you can. Dimension Door allows you to take one extra person. Misty Step is.
Okay. Oh boy.
Best
We're
bet
in a
is
pickle.
But chain is fast.
Well, best bet is for Reed to make me invisible.
Oh, right.
If he has the spell slots for it.
Do you remember? I could have killed you in the Twin Blades.
What'd you say? Sorry, I could.
Oh, I'm still being angry at Voshka.
No.
Reed, we do not have time for this right now. Jane needs our help. He does not need you making it worse.
Subjecting Beltane to my words would help.
If this other Kenku comes to the church tonight, then we will surely meet him there. And then you can have your words with him. Before or after I smash his fucking skull in is to be determined.
I think this morning should be enough of a reminder that one individual can overpower a great many. If we can avoid a fight, I think we should.
Reed
It will not stop me from trying if he comes.
kind of pauses and goes slack for a second. Let me go.
Koshkar puts him down, but he keeps his hand hovering just in case.
You cursed.
Yes.
I did not know your culture could do that.
My what?
Culture.
I still didn't catch the word.
Culture.
Your culture.
Culture. Okay.
Culture.
I have not said curses in the none. No. And I admit that the words that you use to curse are difficult to pronounce sometimes.
Reed's eyes flash to the door and back.
Don't
Reed.
do it, Boka.
What could you possibly tell this priest, Reed, that would change anything?
People who think they are clever say the strangest things. Always a joy.
Which is fine any other time. Right now, we should probably figure out what we're gonna do and do it soon.
It is safe to say that until things are broken off officially, Beltane knows where Chain is, what Chain is doing. I do think we need to get to the temple.
So the blindfold's not helping.
I don't know Chain.
You can probably take it off. You will need to see where you are going in case we need to run anyway.
Ah,
I think it looks nice.
Either way, we should go, and we should go fast. If any of you have a way of making Jin less noticeable, then we should do that.
I might have an idea. It's probably stupid, but
Go on.
I do want to double check before I propose anything. So Lorenz, as we've established, is telekinetic. Can that apply outside of combat? Can he move small objects with his
Absolutely.
ability? Awesome. I never considered that until now. So
Did Leora cast guidance on you too?
Wait a second. Think of the card tricks you could do.
I think out of character she might have. Uh, all right. We just need to get past them, right? So it's just a small distraction. I can knock his drink over, or a drink
Distraction.
nearby. Man is distracted. Chain goes by, and we follow. I mean, it seems pretty simple.
And Jane is very fast.
Yes, Chain goes first.
We are talking to the Kenku right now.
No, we are
No,
not.
Yes.
we are not.
All our words.
Grabs
He
Reed again.
hears. He hears these. He hears me say this. You think he does not know anything we would plan?
All right. Moving on. Does anyone else have anything to contribute?
Is Reed offering to be the distraction for the rest of us?
If Reed is the distraction, he will be here all day or he will be dead.
Reed is not a very good idea for a distraction right now. If we had time, absolutely. We don't have time.
How do I put my thoughts into your head? Those eyes are Beltane's. Those ears are Beltane's. It hears our words now.
All right, so
And yet everyone else says that going to the church will keep Jane safe.
you know what?
I do not know.
Upon Reed doing that, exasperated and kind of done with his cryptic shit, Lorenz will cast Detect Thoughts on Reed.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh, no. And this is how
happening.
Lorenz explodes.
Do you
this
resist
is
at all
dangerous.
for if I read?
Neither Ferb nor Reed resist.
Let's see what Detect Thoughts does.
Just like remember, like this is gonna be a thing.
Yes. Lorenz, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Sure can.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Where's the guidance?
At once you hear the sound of 1,000 screams. It is very discordant, very turbulent. It's almost just a council of so many people bickering between each other until whatever one raises its voice louder than the rest at any given time is what flows out. You can see Reed twitching and breathing, and, well, not breathing, but thinking, and it's like the white water rapids of some current. Little direction, lots of tumult.
Okay, Lorenz is instantly going to stop. Or instinctively holding his ears down, even though it's not helping to shut out any of like the mental noise, but it's just instinct. You know what? I get it now.
You get what?
I get why Reed is like this. Inside of his head is screaming. Just tons and tons of different voices screaming.
Ah.
Yes. So we can unpack this later.
What's the plan?
Plan? You think we're capable of a plan?
Oh, God, okay. All right. What are you doing?
All right. Unless anyone else has any objections. Anything to add? Not to you, Reed.
But in spite of that, Lorenz, I believe Reed did make a point. If we're running on the assumption that Beltane can observe through chain, then that individual out there knows what we're doing regardless of what we do, which means the best plan is probably just to go and go quickly.
All right. So we just make it up on as we go?
Perhaps.
I'll head out first. And then when Jane goes by, I will follow.
All right.
Boschra steps back out. And what he does is he goes to where the hall goes up into the rest of the bar area. And he stands there between the bar and that hallway entrance, in case the Kenku at the bar decides to try to grab Chain as he runs by.
He seems to have swiveled in his seat and is looking curiously at the at the sort of entrance of the hallway that you're leading from. You can see his beady black eyes kind of watching you slowly, calmly.
Boschra stops, folds his arms, and just kind of acts like he's waiting for somebody. He's done protecting before.
We go.
Professional acting.
We go.
So Lorenz is gonna go after. And he's gonna walk straight by.
Same with Reed, though I will stare the whole way.
The Kenku leans towards the proprietor of this tavern. She exchange a few words quietly, and the Kenku lightly brushes his cloak, stands, and slowly begins walking towards those who are exiting quickly. So Lorenz and Reed, you're heading out rapidly, right?
I imagine we're
Lorenz
like
is
filing
just
out.
at a normal pace.
Normal pace? Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Fenton, Leora, Jane?
we
I
just gotta
guess.
commit.
I guess Chain would go in the middle.
Yeah,
Jane needs to run.
So Chain, I guess, would go after Reed, but he would try to hide from the other Kenku on his way out.
Yeah, alright. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check, Chain. I'll give you advantage since you are being helped by 4 people.
If that's not high enough, I will
Ooh.
use my last psionic dice.
Hmm. The so Foshkra, where are you staying?
I am, like I said, I'm staying between the bar and the hall, the entrance to the hallway.
Sure. The rest of you are leading from the entrance to the hallway out to the exit, right? It's technically an open exit, right out in the sky. The Kenku is going to glance curiously at the rest of the party walking by, and then calmly stand to interpose himself between Foshkra and the entrance to the bar and the tavern, and look you directly in the eye. And is going to let the rest of the party go.
Oh
Pushker,
no!
Pushker meets his gaze and has a stare down with him.
All right. Get some music on.
Oh.
You know, actually, I don't want to play D&D anymore. I'm good.
Too late. You are caged. You are chained.
Now!
He speaks to Foshkra and says, I'm always curious to know. To pick the minds of people like you. Do you believe you're capable of saving everyone?
I am capable of saving those that I choose to protect. And if I am incapable, then only death will tell me.
Your friend has made a grave mistake. He's absconded from Beltane. You must understand that, yes? That means
I do not know who Beltane is, and I do not care. My friend admitted a mistake and decided to take a path of courage to correct it.
No. It means he has empathy. And do you know what that implies?
It implies that he is stronger than you. For when you care about another, then you truly have more strength than anyone else.
It also means that he will come crawling back to try to save you. He's going to cast Dominate Person on you. A wisdom saving throw, please.
Come on. No.
He mutters a spell, and he has kept this skull pendant that he carries on one wrist, hidden for now, but it slips out from underneath one sleeve, and you can see the eyes flash. A deep, glowing purple smoke begins to issue out from it, billow up from his form, and something about the lull in those purple hypnotic eyes sort of relax the tension in your shoulders, make your mind amenable to him. And he clicks a talon and says, and we'll go to your room, and we'll wait. For how long? We'll see. The five of you can see Fashkra quickly go limp for a second before the two of them turn and continue down the same hallway you just went on. What are you doing?
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Chain tries to reach out to Fashkra through that sonic whispers. Fashkra, what are you doing?
Do I have control over my thoughts or nothing?
You do not. You're currently charmed.
Foshka's gotta hate magic by now. Oh my god.
How long does this last? Do I get additional chances to resist?
Not for a minute.
Hmm.
I'm just asking what the five of them will be doing in the meanwhile. There's no response, at least for the minute chain. Are you continuing, going? What are the five of you thinking? Communicating amongst yourselves? What decision are you making at this moment in time?
I'll see this happen.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think we should take the read option now.
I'm gonna use a wild shape to activate my symbiotic entity.
Okay.
And I am going to not run, not amble, but lope after them. Probably filling the bar area with a trail of sickly spores as I go. It is time to kill something. God damn it!
And Lorenz is following very close.
So Lorenz and Reed are going back to Fashkra and the Whistler. What are the others doing? Chain, Leora, Fenton.
Liara would turn to Fenton and Shane and say, I don't think Shane should go into there. I mean, obviously it's your choice, Shane, but obviously he's luring you. I don't know if that's the right choice to go in. I'm kind of wondering if you should go to the church.
But we can't just leave Fashkra with him.
No. I'm going to say I don't want anything to happen to you two.
Shane, until that connection is broken between you and Beltane, Leora may be right. I don't know what power she can hold over you from afar, but...
I think at some point during all that planning, Chain had taken out the Giant's Fang. He didn't put it on, but he's kind of rubbing it with his fingers. And he's just going to say, no. None of you should die for me.
Well,
And Chain is going to go.
And the three of you decide to turn tail and pursue. Fashkra. He leads you back into the same room that the party occupied. And he calmly sits down, smoking his pipe, and says, Tell me, do you want Chain to watch you die? I have his eyes, you know. I can show him things.
You can kill me if you wish. You will only make him. Only chase him away from you. And whoever this building is more.
You think it works like that? You think age discriminates? It is all the same. No matter how you cut it. He'll come back. Flying or crawling. He turns his head and he as if he's hearing footsteps. Well, it seems your friends have decided already. That was quick.
I would like to split and go back to the barkeep really quick as well.
Reed
All right.
puts the door down.
Oh, there's about to be some fucking property damage.
Yeah. Alright, Reed and Lorenz, you're first. So I'm going to get an initiative tracker up.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Oshkra is dominated.
That's only for a minute. It won't be too long. Let me see.
Yeah, I didn't even need a fucking circle.
Let's see. We are going to do this theater of minds. That is a very close confines.
Yeah.
I will need to select a token to.
Oh yeah, we need to
I
have.
will drag mine out to the main sheet and
Initiative.
click initiative.
Oh.
What do you mean you didn't prepare this battle map, Fel? This is exactly where I thought we were going tonight.
Yeah, gosh, so unprepared.
Wow.
Yeah, bird.
Written tonight.
Wow. Why my rolls?
Roll 20 hates you tonight, Lorenz.
It does. It liked me that one time for the apples, and it said "fuck you."
Oh,
make sure-
Leora.
I know. It's fine.
But lightning bolt.
So, Lorenz, use
Lightning bolt in a
only
confined.
Lorenz, use only spells that require saving throws because you're not going to hit any attacks. Your Lucas is showing.
Oh,
Lucas
no.
is showing.
Don't worry, I have a plan. I actually do have a plan. Seriously,
Is it concepts of a plan?
it is an actual plan.
I have 14,000 plans. One of them might
Reed
work.
is gonna enjoy this. I think Reed is gonna have a good time.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
going to throw an apple. Yeah.
Throw an apple at Foshkra's head to get him to snap.
I'm gonna turn that bird into roast beef.
Wait, how does that work?
With incredible effort.
Wouldn't they turn into roast chicken?
Hmm.
I'm a Charvine. I know what I'm doing.
Oh.
Alright. Fenton, you're first. What are you doing? You can see things have
gonna go-
wound down at this point in the tavern. There are only one or two patrons left, as well as the barkeep, sort of mopping up some of the counters. What are you up to?
You're supposed to say 50,000 patrons. Still, I will speak to the those still gathered here at the bar, hoping that they recognize me and say, Leonin, there is a cultist of Beltane in the inn tonight who wishes to spill blood to shackle innocent lives. Do not let him escape, please.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Might I bargain for advantage with my earlier performance?
You may.
Yes.
Ooh.
15 drunk paladins to the turn order. They have seen you sing. They've seen you host a party, pretty much, in song. And they're on your side. They immediately believe you. Most of them don't even bother to draw swords or weapons. They have claws and teeth. But they stand at attention. You can see the barkeep, her eyes kind of widen and says, Right, where? The Kinku?
The Kenku, the tall one, yes.
Alright, after him. They start running.
Yeah, and I'll use the rest of my turn and movement to go as far that direction as I can.
I think this Kenku just fucked up.
Chain, you're up.
God damn it, Reed. Well, how many times are we gonna have to remind them? Not the little one, not the little one.
Chain's just going to use as much movement as he needs to get to the room. 40 feet of movement, bonus action dash if he needs to. And while he's moving, he's just through the telepathic link, whether Foskra can actually hear him or not, just go, "I'm sorry, Foskra."
If I could respond, I would.
There is no response. What are you doing, Jane?
How much movement does it take to get to the room?
You're pretty far away at this point. You were the furthest group. I'd say it would take a round even for you. If you use your dash and movement, you can probably get to the edge of the room. A small in-room.
Gotcha. Then, yeah, he'll use bonus action dash and action dash to get to the room. And Nemo just knocked shit over. I'll be right back.
No, the timing. The cat is a plant.
Read your app.
As soon as I round to get closer. Oh, this is a great day! Great day. I'm going to grasp the staff, whip staff thing in both hands and focus, and I'm going to cast Summon Beast.
Awesome.
And so that will come in after my turn order. So I'll cast that, and my laughing will start to multiply into 2 as this kind of half ethereal, almost made of the parts of my staff creature morphs out of it and plants itself onto all fours, and I will. It's like a little doggy read, except super edgy. With the skull. Okay, don't say it like that. The skull of the Flint and the 3 heads of the Morning Star, and it's going to, at the end of my turn, it's going to use its own movement, and cackling exactly like Reed is going to leap through the door if it has that much movement.
It will be able to do so.
Is it? Would that be its full turn?
Yes.
Okay.
My logic is that Reed and Lorenz, you two turned around almost immediately. It was 1 round to do so. The other 3, it would take 2 rounds for you to get into the conflict, but Chain is very fast, so it would take him 1.
I'm speedy quick.
So that was your turn, yes.
Speedy.
Just call me Roadrunner.
Meep,
Meow.
Oh yeah. So
It's not quite your... Oh, go ahead.
that is everything we can do. And I'm just going to go ahead and activate Shillelagh as a bonus action. And that'll be my turn.
Sure. Ooh, I don't have a token for him, so I'll use the background. The whistler stands, and you can hear him whistle a small tune and say, Blood Witch Belladane, Lady of Fate, I demand a blade from thee. And he raises the skull in the air, mutters some arcane word, and from it, almost crystallizing in the air, the fog pulls together into a swirling purple blade, sort of very, very thin, almost rapier-like in shape, curved at the end, a saber like the one in the reference image, but shuddering, unstable in energy, some rift in the plane that draws the eye. A blade of disaster is conjured into the air. And you can see him Do not regret your actions quite yet, Jane. You will have so much time to do so in the future. And he will extend a hand out and clutch it by the hilt. It is also a concentration spell, so Dominate Person drops.
Oh, damn it.
That is his bonus action. Foster,
Okay.
you can feel the muscles in your body relax. You're able to control them again, as if your whole body was asleep for a second, but just in time for him to approach and make 2 attacks against you, wielding the Blade of Disaster like a melee weapon.
Okay.
That is going to be...
I'm not familiar with Blade of Disaster.
I am. Ooh, that is a critical hit.
Right.
The attack scores a critical hit if the number on the d20 is 18 or higher.
Oh, so this is like a... Oh no, it's a Battlemaster fighter in the spell.
Oh
Okay.
no, that's a lot of damage.
You take 67 points of force damage.
What?
What?
I'm sorry, what?
You take 67 points of force damage.
Okay. Is that twice 47? No.
No.
Okay. That first KO'd.
Jane, you can see through the doorway the blade rips right through Foshka's chest, kind of like a lightsaber, pushing directly through it. And the Whistler shoves him with the shoulder onto the bed. And he turned towards you. Is it worth the hate? This can all end if you simply make amends. Pledge yourself to Belladane and don't lie when you say it. I'm giving you this choice out of courtesy. You made a mistake. I won't let you make a decision. Roll me a death saving throw, Foshka. Privately in the private channels, as usual.
Okay. What multipliers is that again?
Just the
Just
1d20, yes.
Okay, just a D20, not like a Constitution or anything.
No.
Okay.
Just slash R1d20.
I did it in
I see.
the private
Sure.
channel of Discord.
Hmm?
I did it in the private channel of Discord. I thought that's what you meant.
Sure thing. Lorenz, you're up.
All right. Loren sees Foshkara immediately die. And
Well.
he turns to Reed and he says, Reed, you do not stop until this man is paced on the floor. And he's going to cast haste on Reed.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
as he does so, Reed can feel a sort of tingling energy and a sort of auroral light spill from his fur temporarily before it fades. He can feel the energy inside of him, though the visible effects sort of whisked away.
Caffeine.
Haven't you seen Hoodwinked?
No, the squirrel. Not the squirrel.
Squirrel from Hood. I guess that's how.
I imagine the giggling does get faster and higher pitched.
As a bonus action, I'm wondering, since we're in a confined space, can Lorenz telekinetically smash this man into a wall?
You can certainly try.
I can certainly try. Okay. keep forgetting the math on this. I think it's charisma plus proficiency bonus. Something else. I should really have this written down. I do have it written down. I don't have it written down. I'm sorry.
It's your charisma. It should be your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus, which at this level is 3. So
Yes,
3 plus your charisma, whatever it is.
So that is DC 8 plus proficiency and
Yes.
ability modifier. So that is plus 3 and 4. Which is a grand total of... I'm great at math, I swear. 15. So priest will have to succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw.
DC 15 strength saving throw. He will fail.
Okay. Lorenz is he's going for damage. His intention is to slam this man into the nearest wall, full force.
Into the nearest wall for full force.
As much as he can.
As a Kenku, he can't produce a grunt in pain, but you can see his beak kind of open as he is thrown back against the wall. Sort of shoulders hitting the window. There's a spiderweb crack that emerges on it. And you can see him briefly fall to a knee. How much damage does that deal?
I don't know. Does that count as an improvised weapon?
I'd say it would count as an improvised weapon. Roll me a 1d8 plus your charisma modifier.
1d8 plus charisma.
It'll do that amount of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And that will be plus 4.
So 11 points. You can see him kind of rub his head as he flies back into the wall. The hand carrying the hilt of his blade is kind of splayed against the wall, and the tip of the curved edge cuts into it, and you can see it removes the dirt and turns it into dust wherever it touches.
Goodness. That will be Lorenz's turn.
Leora, you're up.
Okay, so you said that if we use our bonus action to dash, that'll get us in the room.
Yes.
Okay. So all my movement plus the bonus action to get into the room. And I'm going to... I would like to twin cast Healing Word on myself and on Foshkra.
Foshkra, you breathe to life, cough up dust. The scales and part of your chest are just missing. There will be a scar.
Another.
How much healing is that?
6 points.
6.
It is better than 0.
Very much so.
And that resets my death saves.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Fenton, you're up. There is a stampede of Leonin charging down the corridor.
Yeah, I will dash. Can I make it to the room, or am I still far enough having had that little conversation?
Would be 2 turns for that, so at this point you can make it inside the room, yes. But that would be your turn.
Yeah, for sure. That'll do it then. I guess action dash bonus action. Quickly assessing the situation and casting a bardic to I guess read bardic
Ooh.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Alright.
What can that be used on?
Damage or rolling to hit, pretty much any roll.
Okay.
Got it. Chain, what is your turn?
So, Chain's like in the room now, right?
Yes.
Okay, seeing Score get one shot, I would say that his beak opens in a forcibly silent scream, but I would say that those that he's connected to with the sonic whispers would hear him just yelling no, and he is going to bonus action steady aim for advantage, and then throw a psionic blade at
You are
the Kenku.
welcome to do so.
Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
The nerves chain. This man is scary for you. He's looking right at you.
For his psionic blade in this moment, does it still hold arcs of purple, or is it back to just blue?
As if there are vines crawling and suffocating a tree. It's more purple than you would expect.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Well, that is all Chain can do, because steady aim puts his movement speed to 0.
Pathetic. Oh, Church would teach you right. Read your app.
Reed will bust into the room and yell, "Eat the church! Eat the magic!" I'm gonna charge this man. So, as my action, my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on this asshole.
Go for it.
So 17. I will go ahead and add a d8 to it because I'm pretty sure I have to add it before I know if it hits or not.
That is correct.
So 17 plus 6.
A 23 will hit.
Okay. So 15 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah. Your hand wraps around his wrist and a sort of surge of negative energy courses through his veins. You can see him sort of inhale in pain, but weather it quite well.
Laughing in his face, I'm going to fill the space he is in with spores. Give me a Constitution save.
That'll be a 19.
All right, so he takes no damage from that. And then as my bonus action from haste, I am going to whack this man with the shillelagh.
Sure thing.
Is a 20 hit?
20 will hit.
So that is 8 bludgeoning damage plus 1 necrotic.
Awesome.
And then
So, armor, yeah? And then?
The doggo will come in.
It will.
At least until I lose concentration and go down in 1 hit.
Told you Reed was gonna have a good time.
Oh, this is exactly what I built Reed for. Let's see. This is going to be... Crap, where is the... There it is. Is Reed's better half able to get flanking?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be a +2. That's... Hold on a second, I forget. It has pack tactics.
It does have pack tactics.
That's a crit.
Oh. That is a crit.
Yes.
Okay, so... That is 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing, okay.
And Reed is filling the entire room with sight and sound and a very apple tinted knoll.
Smells like apple cider vinegar.
Yeah. Eat the magic.
Yes. Go.
Is that your turn?
I love being a minion. Yes, I physically cannot do anything else.
And you could see him briefly kick off the dog and sort of, with an irritated glance, look down at where his cloak was torn a bit. Glances at Chain. Since you've started to make decisions for yourself, Chain, which of your friends do you want me to kill? Which one? Choose. Tell me.
Me.
No. You have now earned 2. I need names, Chain. But don't be stubborn now. You've seen how much stubbornness can get you hurt, right?
Chain is going to be stubborn and he refuses to give a name.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Leora is pulling a shoot. What was that anime?
God.
Fine then. He's going to turn towards you, Reed. You're close, and is going to extend a hand and mutter something and says, Lady of Hate, grant me the power to end this poor wretched thing. And shadows sort of emerge from the smoking skull he carries. The smoke whips and billows around you, Reed, forming kind of like a cloak. A Hexblade's curse wraps around your soul. You feel a sense of dread, of terror, of inevitability. He's going to attack you twice with his Blade of Disaster.
Didn't it go off?
The Blade of Disaster?
Yeah, I thought you said you lost it after you got smacked against the wall.
Oh no, I was just narrating the fact that when the blade entered the wall, it turned everything it touched to dust, like a lightsaber.
Oh, to dust? I can take it.
No, he can't take it.
I can take it all.
Alright. That is going to be a 17 to hit you.
That is my AC,
That is your armor class.
thanks to haste.
You will take 40 points of force damage.
You see large portions of Reed just slough off. He's a lot less living now.
The fighting style of this Kenku is very odd, very strange. Most warriors are engaged in this battle of dancing and parrying. There is very little wasted motions in this Kenku's fighting style. He knows what his blade is capable of. It tears right through armor, right through clothing. And his movements are swift, precise, elegant.
This man has a nuclear shank.
Yes.
I want that.
He's going to attack you again.
Try me.
That is... Ooh, that is a 15.
That will miss.
Take a step back in time. Alright. Foshbury, you are up.
All right. Bushford is going to use half his movement speed to stand up off the bed. He's going to have a hand to that hole in his chest. And he's going to stand there for a moment and just look at this other Kenku. He has refused you.
But I have not refused him.
You cannot have him.
I already do.
And Foshra is just going to go into rage. And he's going to, as he does, and stomp, like plants his feet. The bleed, like his muscles tense up so much that the bleeding kind of like slows. Cracking the floor as he stomps his foot down. And he's gonna little breath of fire come out a little bit, and he's going to. I imagine he's not 25 feet, more than 25 feet away.
No. It's very
Yeah.
close confines.
All right. So he's gonna chomp down on this dude.
Go for it.
16, but I plus 2 for flanking.
You did say
Because
that he
Reed is
backed
there?
away.
You
You
do.
did say that he backed away, but I'm also not sure if there's a way to back off too much because there is a wall there. So up
He
to
was
GM.
thrown into a wall. Does an 18 hit then?
Yes.
All right. So that's gonna deal 12 points of damage, and I get to heal for my proficiency bonus because I bit his ass.
I am.
And I'm gonna chomp again.
Jump again. Awesome.
14.
Any of the three weapons
Yay,
you could
nay?
have chosen
Oh, 14 does not hit.
Okay.
would all
I
have been
didn't think
good
so.
choices here.
What was that, Reed?
Any of the three weapons you have as Beast Barbarian would have been good choices here.
I mean, I figured I needed to not be on death's door.
Tail could defend. Claws can ruin
I
concentration.
also don't imagine that 18 is 5 more than his AC.
No.
Okay. Looking at the skewering property of biting people.
Ah.
Anyway, that's my
That's a
turn.
pretty terrifying statement. Lorenz, you're up.
Well, yeah, skewering 5 above AC or crit. The next attack that's made against him gets my proficiency bonus on top of whatever they roll.
Lorenz does not like how this man is speaking. It reminds him of a certain someone. Guiding bolt up.
Oh! Hold on. Isn't you
Go on.
said that the sword was a concentration spell?
It is. I've been rolling checks.
Okay.
He's probably very good at concentration.
He did cast a 9th level spell right now. You realize that?
A 9th level spell?
Yes. Blade of Disaster.
Where's the paladins?
Oh, they're coming.
We just hear the thundering of freaking paws coming down the hallway.
They're all going to die.
We're just keeping busy. So upcast guiding bolt to the
Yeah.
3rd level. Does 19 hit.
Oh, that'll hit, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And we're gonna do.
Please have one of them say Davesville as they rush into the room.
He's probably going to use another 9th level spell slot to just
It's gonna be
kill everyone in
20s.
the hallway.
Damage.
You only get one 9th level spell slot.
22 points. You can see him stagger back, kind of place a foot back as the bolt impacts his chest, bursts against it, sort of places a hand on where it hit him as the dealer end and says, oh, Starlight. Sickening.
It's a little bit of, just like a little tingling of speckles of frost that built up on where it hit him. And actually, let's do it again. We're gonna use sorcery points for this. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see the cost. Okay, so expending 2 sorcery points. Let me see what we're doing here. I am all out of 3rd level spell slots, so we will upcast to 2nd level for this one.
Awesome.
Guiding bolt. Does 26 hit?
That will hit.
And upcast level 2. That'll be 21 points of damage.
Oh shit! Here comes the numbers.
Lorenz, he pulls out his deck of cards, drawing it like an arrow, and all his cards are lined up, and they all sort of turn in a way that they line up sort of like a thin blade for this energy to travel and just smack into this motherfucker.
And it succeeds. So 18 points. You can see him stumble back again, almost against the wall. You think that'll save you?
Shouldn't you reroll that in case it crits?
Yes, it should be at advantage, actually. You're right. This is the previous guiding bolt. Go ahead and roll 1d20, Ark, and
Okay.
if it's a 20, you crit. If not, then unfortunately. But it's still hit.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
I just really don't like how you're talking right now. And that will be his turn.
You wouldn't understand the amount of times a Genku has heard those words. Leora's up.
Leora is going to pause and look around, and knowing that it is a losing battle at this point, she is going to cast Firebolt at him. Quick question. Can I do 2 cantrips in one turn if one is an action and one is a bonus action?
Do you mean are you quickening it? Or is it just a bonus action cantrip? I didn't know
It's just a bonus action cantrip.
I mean, I'm flexible with bonus action spells, so yes. Which spell?
After casting Firebolt, I'll go ahead and do that, I guess.
Sure thing. You have advantage on those rolls because of Guiding Bolt.
Yippee.
That'll hit.
So that is 9 points of damage for that. She will go to one of the corners in the room that is furthest away from everybody else and hit Lightning Lure and pull him towards her.
Interesting. Okay, go for it.
If he's forcibly moved, does that... Oh.
The forcible movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity, unfortunately.
Damn it!
Unfortunately, it does. Strength saving throw. I thought an 8 was to hit. Let me see.
How strong is this lanky fella?
Not very strong. It's not a success.
Oh.
So that's a failure.
So he's yoinked.
Yes.
Alright. And we'll take a full 8 points of damage.
Oh, this toy moves.
And that moves him 15 feet, right?
Yes.
Well, depending on how big the room is, I guess.
It's the theater of mind. It's sort of a clusterfuck right now.
Yeah, that's
It's a
fair.
huge.
About to get a lot more.
Is he 5 feet away from the rest of us?
Presumably, yeah.
We will
That's
need to
fair.
evacuate the room.
That's fair. But that is her turn.
Fenton, you're up. Leonin are almost in the room.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
Should be this round that they are.
Oh man.
Give this man all the CC you can.
I don't have much left. I will just say, how much disregard must Beltane have for you to spend all of your hours chasing down a child? And, cast Vicious Mockery?
Come on.
Did
I
you just
love-
call Chain a child?
How
He
you
did.
make-
Yeah.
Close to it. For all intents and purposes, that's gonna be a save. It's a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That is a 16.
Damn. Yeah, that just barely saves. But I will give another bardic to Reed.
Yes, buff me.
That is it.
And how stupid of an Aarakocra to think that he has his own mind on these matters. Shane, you're up.
So he's now like in melee range of Leora, right?
Yes.
Chain is going to run over and try and insert himself and make it.
Oh.
Guiding Bolt has already faded, right? It's only for the
Yes.
next.
It's only for one
Alright,
attack.
Gotcha. And then he's just gonna go for normal, but he has flanking with Leora. And 15.
15 does not hit.
Bonus action, dirty 20.
That will hit.
All right, he automatically gets
You will
sneak
shield.
attack. Fuck.
Using a Warlock spell slot, yes, you will shield, because Hexblades get that for some reason.
Warlock
That's a pretty good
confirmed.
point.
I think with this purple like arcs in his soul knives, it's a lot harder for him to keep control of. The energy that's usually neatly and tightly wrapped into the shape of a dagger is flashing out with these purple arcs that are choking at Chain's like naturally blue soul knives.
The second
Uh,
attack, you try to jet towards his abdomen, but a smoke screen appears and blocks the blade, solidifying for a split second. And he just says, Chain, come on now. You have nothing to fear from me. I only want you to sit and watch the consequences of your actions. You'll learn someday. I wish to teach you.
Chain is not going to back off. He's going to stay right where he is in melee range.
Don't play the hero now. I spoke with you because I thought you were intelligent. Use your mind. Use your brain.
For once, I think I actually am.
You're using your heart, Chain. That is a mistake. Read, you're up.
Don't take my toy from me.
Pause. Sus.
Spritz.
No, I have to stay in character. It's an action. Reed's just gonna start breathing through the hole in half of his body, and I'm gonna action use my second wild shape. Please give me the 20 hit points back.
You can kind of see one of the insides of Reed's lungs, and because it has no need to propel air, you can see there's some lichen mycelia inside, a nice little garden of mold.
And it starts to regrow bit by bit the pieces of knoll that were cut off, and he'll bound up to the whistler when the is going to use my bonus action from haste to attempt to conk him on the back of the head. I do assume he does have the shield still up, so this will be probably unlikely.
Yeah, drops at the beginning of his next turn.
So right after my turn,
Yes.
Yeah.
I will. I'll yell, "Veldane will be watching you fail!" and crit him.
Oh no, he can't even armor of Hexus since he's shielded. Go for it.
So that is 9 plus an additional 4 necrotics for 13 total.
Nice. Go for it.
And Reed's better half, which is now looking more alive than he is also going to come in for another attack. Boop, boop. 15, no.
Will not hit.
Wait. Pack tactics.
Tactics, yes, there you go.
Yeah! That's why I keep you around.
That's why.
Haste has expired, correct?
No,
no, haste lasts for a
one.
minute. Yeah.
Well, remember to take your additional action.
You already did.
My first action was to reapply
that's
symbiotic
right.
entity. Now, if we can kindly short rest before the next round.
Yeah, haste so far saved Reed from going down for raising his armor class enough for the Whistler to miss an attack. All
I
right.
told you I'd pay you
Yeah,
back.
I'm just wait. I have one more thing I can do.
Bardic.
Give me a save.
No.
Oh.
He will not succeed on that, actually.
All right, and 1 second. Can Bardic Inspiration be used to succeed a death save?
Yeah, I'd say yes. It is a saving throw by technicality.
I'll hold on to it for now.
I hate paladins for... never mind.
Oh, I know exactly what
saving
you're
throws,
talking
alright.
about.
Hey, it's not like there's an army of them coming down on you right now.
Speaking
yes.
of paladins,
Speaking of paladins,
That'll be my turn.
that'll be your turn. Alright. The Whistler's up.
Successfully conked on the back of the head.
It's about this point that all of the paladins start to surge through the door one by one. Whistler's going to attack you, Foshka.
Say again?
He's going to attack you, Foshka. That is an 18 to hit.
Does he
I
move
thought you
out
said
of
he was more than
my...
5 feet away.
Oh, he's more than
It-
5 feet away. Okay.
Yeah, because he got pulled by the tether, and that tether pulls him up.
Then I'll
Are you
attack
going to risk 3 attacks of opportunity?
No. He's going to attack Reed instead.
It would be 4 if Leora wants to bonk him.
Oh, that's true.
I absolutely would.
That is a 24 to... No, he's going to attack Leora.
No.
24 to hit Reed, since I already called that attack was on Reed.
That's a hit.
silvery barbs on that.
He is going to take 5 attacks of opportunity to attack Fenton instead. No, that is going to be 19 instead of a 24.
That still hits.
Okay, I'll give the.
Come on. Come on. Eat the magic.
What was that, Benson?
Let's see.
The the advantage to you on your next roll.
Okay. Awesome.
You will take 37 points of force damage.
So. Okay.
And he is going to attack you, Leora. No! No.
Nat 20.
Well, not 19, which is a critical hit for Blade of Disaster.
Pain.
Silver barbs! Silver barbs!
This is too many dice for me to roll, so I'm going online.
Too many dice.
One of the paladins manages to have silvery barbs.
Leora,
I hope they have Revivify.
Oh no. Too
They're
many
paladins,
dice
they better.
to roll.
come on, it's
I don't like this silence.
Leora takes 61 points of force damage.
Yep, I am at 30 hit points.
Oh, do you have more than 31 maximum hit points?
I have 32 maximum.
32.
oh my
So you're
goodness.
not dead,
Oh my goodness.
but you are down.
You were 1 point of damage away from being instantly killed.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He doesn't allow you to fall to the ground, Leora. He grabs the back of your neck as Leora falls unconscious and holds her in the air and says, I'd like to make a bargain. Give me your word that you allow me to leave and I will leave her alive. If not, she's died. She's dead. She dies. Think.
You guys have to
Fine.
make a decision before Reed's turn.
Fine.
Someone's gonna have to stop Boshkra. He's raging.
What are your reactions in the current moment, all of you?
Lorenzo
Chain
already wants
is-
to try something.
Chain
Ooh.
is just immediately going to say, everybody stand down.
The paladins, 4 or 5 at this point, sort of halt. Foshkra, what are you doing? Lorenz, what are you doing? You wanted to try something?
This is gonna probably be a bad move.
I love it when you say that.
But no risk, no reward, right?
So Leora's about to die,
Leora's about to die. I'm sorry.
and
Get that new character sheet up and ready. Lorenz, if possible, would like to try to do another telekinetic maneuver. This time to pull the Kenku to the floor.
Okay.
So, that will be again DC 15 strength save. Or
Okay.
check.
You will fail.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh what?
oh god.
Oh my goodness!
I was sweating.
Does he drop Leora?
Yeah. Does he? It's the telekinetic force, like smashing him into the floor.
Doesn't forced movement break a grapple?
Let me see. Well, Leor is not quite considered an object yet, so it is a grapple.
Oh no!
Not quite considered an object yet.
What a sentence.
Oddly enough, a lot of the
Objectified by a
world,
woman.
a lot of the world seems to be focused on turning people into objects.
But yes,
Yes, he drops her.
I'd say no, but I mean, he does fall prone, is what I would say. As does Leo's unconscious body.
Oh. Can I compound the situation on that?
And what are you trying to do?
I can. God damn it, Leor. I want to. As soon as he gets pushed down to the floor, I imagine that might interrupt his. Give him a short little few seconds of dazing. I want to pounce on him and then bite the shit out of the hand that's holding Leora in an attempt to make him let go.
Okay.
Because I can do that with the ensnaring properties of the fangs, because the fangs have ensnaring and skewering according to the table that you have us use.
Let's say go ahead and roll an attack roll at disadvantage. You won't
Just
do damage.
But I have advantage
Then it would be a
from
normal.
silvery barbs.
Then it would be a normal roll, and if you hit, you'll be able to make him let go. Not really do damage, but
Isn't he prone also give him advantage?
Yes.
but any form of advantage and disadvantage cancel.
I see.
No matter
Just please be aware, we are playing with Leora's life right now.
Yeah, I know.
Down.
And I was, Foshker was restraining himself because of what Shane said, but then he saw that the guy got dropped to the floor. He's raging. He's not really thinking. All right. And I can't make reckless to make it an advantage anyway.
Something
so...
about using the head and not the heart.
19.
19 will hit.
Oh, right. So fucking pounces on the dude, onto the back of him, fucking grabs his wrist and fucking bites and shakes until he lets go of Leora.
Angry dog.
Pretty much. There is freed.
All right, so that was... Instead of taking the second attack option, can I try to pick up Leora and run her out the door? I have 50 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to with the rest of your turn.
Okay, yeah. So as soon as he lets her go, Fushka scoops up her unconscious body and rushes past the paladins out the door with her.
Awesome. So it's Lorenz, Foshka. What are you doing, Chain, Reed, Fenton? This is more of a narrative combat now.
Chain is not going to attack. He doesn't want to play with Leora's life.
Her life's out of his hands now, literally.
That doesn't mean that... Nemo, stop it.
Meow.
No, he started walking on my keyboard.
You know the rules.
Wait, hold on a second. But I thought we sent no pictures of ourselves.
Yes, I've been Charlie the whole time.
So, Reed is... Reed, whenever Leora was being held, Reed was getting ready to go in for another round and stopped. And right now is just wound up, ready to begin again. But has just enough self-control to wait on his chosen Kinku.
Chain.
Yes. The better one.
He tried to barter for a reason.
I mean, how is he looking, Phil?
Better than you would expect for someone trying to bargain.
He's a level 20 character. We're fucked.
We have all these paladins now.
Speaking of
Which is probably why he's trying to negotiate, because he sees he doesn't have a clear advantage anymore.
There's a reason why a low-level army of kobolds can still threaten a high-level party.
Yeah.
Or a dragon.
I mean, it's an action economy of 12 versus, and he doesn't even have legendary actions yet.
Yeah, what yet? Okay. Chain, I think it's time for you to play ball.
Play ball how?
It's a narrative combat. I'm waiting on you to.
I already said Chain isn't going to play with Leora's life. He's already agreed to let him leave and try to tell everybody else to stop.
I will stop and just hold back maniacal giggles. That are the sound is like coming out of Reed's sides at this point.
I will say that Chain will keep a ready to action in case it looks like he's about to go back on his word.
He doesn't have his bargaining chip anymore, though.
Still, I think
That doesn't mean he can't
just.
That doesn't mean he can't just get up and charge her.
Well, they're out of the room, and
there's a bunch of paladins between him and them. Yeah.
There are more people in this guy's arm's reach that he can kill in one shot.
Yeah, so you'd say to a level 20 character.
So.
But
I think we're in the we don't negotiate with terrorists phase.
What are you doing? This is a matter of action rather than choice. Fenton.
I severely I don't think we can kill this guy, and I have taken a couple steps back. I'll ready an action to I suppose use my crossbow should he try to attack again. But I'll take a couple steps back towards the back of the room, away from him.
My question is, are any of you attempting to attack him further?
Chain is not.
No.
Lorenz is so tempted to just rally these paladins on them.
There's a moment of tension where the Whistler stands. You can see him pick himself up, brush off his clothing, takes a pipe out of his pocket, clicks fingers and illuminates it, takes a drag of it, and says, "Well, then we've come to an accord. Goodbye, Chain." And he begins to, slowly, calmly, walk free. Sort of brush shoulders with some paladins on the way.
Chain will follow behind him until he's until he's sure that he's out of threat range of Leora.
Oh, Lorenz is doing the same thing.
At some point, sort of outside in the dusk, light, the shadow portion of this hill, you're just going to turn around, look down at Chain. It is only a matter of time until you feel the same way again. Do you think that you are immune to the plight of the Kenku? Do you think you are better than everyone else? Are you that arrogant?
Lorenz puts a soft hand on Chain's shoulder.
These people, they're leading you astray, not letting you be who you're meant to be. You're only following them because you are scared. Beldane's clergy, we grant that power back to you. You'll no longer have to run.
Beldane told me that the Order was sent me on a suicide mission. You're telling me that going into a church full of Arakok or paladins to kill a single Dragonborn isn't a suicide mission?
No, because I would have been there to help you, and that's more than anyone has done for you in your life.
Jane, I don't know about you, but to be quite honest, I'm tired of listening to this man.
You will think about my words in his sleep.
I'm sure that's what you hope.
You should know when to silence your tongue, whelp all of the stars.
And you should know when to quit.
He looks back at Jane. You know how to reach Beldain should you wish for her again. The time will come, trust me. It always does. How many times do you think I have had these conversations? With how many Kenku, old and young? You will come back to Beldain, and the choice for you is whether you do so with your beak held high, shoulders held proud, or crawling on your hands and knees. He turns and starts walking away, still smoking on his pipe.
I think as soon as he's like out of sight, Chain's legs just turn to jello and he falls.
Oh, hey, easy there.
Like just immediately hyperventilating.
Whoa, hey, are you okay?
We need to get Leora to somebody.
Yeah.
I'll say Foshker is probably kneeling, holding Leora, surrounded by these paladins. And
They're paladins. They will obviously help.
yeah, I'll say Foshker's like holding her, and he like it's still like in his rage, like, "Are you fucking paladins? Are you going to let someone die in front of you?"
Oh, they'll be out of the way and start healing her up. You get about 15 points back from several different land hands.
Lion hands?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think we're covered in that department, actually.
What is does Leora have a reaction upon coming to again?
You cough up dust.
Delightful.
Ugh. Lorenz will be helping Chain to sort of move back in with the group if they feel like
They'll allow it.
Yeah. And Lorenz is gonna say, "I'm really proud of you." Well, perhaps proud isn't the right word, but I admire you.
This doesn't deserve admiration.
You may think so, but I think differently. You stood up to someone who you had every right to fear and give in. And you didn't. No matter what that man says, even if you do think of his words long after this, consider returning or don't consider. we're here for you. Or, most of us is. I'm not sure where Reed is half the time in his head. But, besides the point, we're in this together. So, don't be afraid to rely on us.
I can't make any promises.
Little steps. Just a little bit at a time.
I do think it would still be wise to head to the Church of Absolution tonight, both for protection from any other possible retribution, but Shane, if there's a connection there still, it is one we should be sure is severed.
Shane just silently nods his head in agreement.
I'll say on the side that Foshker probably hasn't put Leora down unless she told him to.
After gasping awake and then choking on the dust that she started to cough up, she would reach up and kind of touch Foshka's face in like a little bit of reassurance. And the first thing out of her mouth would be, Shane, is he all right? Where is he? Where's the priest? What happened? I tried to pull him away from everybody. I tried to stop him from hurting you. I tried, and then everything went dark.
Shane, fine.
He's right here.
The other Genko left. He tried to use you to threaten you. Let him leave. I did not let him keep you, but they still let him go.
I'm sure we'll see him again at some point. Hopefully, when we're a little bit stronger. We're a little more prepared.
Now, if it was up to me, I'd never see the man again. But
just know that if I ever see them, I will rip their head from their shoulders. Maybe it's at this point that Foshker finally lets her down.
alright. I'm in agreement with Fenton. We should probably head to the church by now. Just in case.
And we'll pick up next time with the head to the church. Thank you for
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording here.